Hey! Oh man, here I am. I look terrible, huh? I mean, not me personally, but I'm such a lazy YouTuber now. Like I'm not even setting up lights. I'm just using my dingy bedroom lighting, which is, set perfectly for some of those nighttime activities, but streaming on YouTube, not one of them. Streaming on other sites, absolutely. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Greco Fabulous. Nobody's watching this supposedly according to the stats here, but I'm gonna keep talking like I have an audience. If you build it, they will come, right? I see people in the chat here. Willie Trombone, my man, what's going on? Ross, hello, hello. Tarf, I bet you got some pod questions set up there. Nark, buddy, you're usually here with me. I don't know if I can carry the show. I mean, I'm used to carrying you and Ed, but when the pressure's all on me, it's a little daunting. And I know I have some special guests in the audience where I'm a little worried that they might ask some questions. But anyways, hey everybody. As you may well be aware of, I've been a naughty naughty YouTuber recently. I haven't created content, which is kind of like a kiss of death when it comes to YouTube channels, because I mean, you're supposed to be a content creator. So when you don't have that, what else is there? So I figured to try to kind of jumpstart things, get me back in the game, I would host this Ask Me Anything, um, which I don't really know what the rules are. Like, is it really like no subject is taboo? Like, am I taking like a truth serum? Do I have to be completely honest with you guys? I will say though that I am drinking my loyal lemonade tonight, so the truth is gonna come out one way or another. So anyways, I figured why not give myself a kick in the ass. Let's make this thing happen. Gruff Brute, hello, hello. Kate, come on, you gotta have something you want to know about me. Anyways, I'm gonna shake this up really, really well, and that's what tonight's gonna be all about. Just talking to you guys, having an open conversation, seeing what is going on with your favorite habitually disappointing YouTuber. So I collected some questions ahead of time for those of you that could not be here live with me, and then I'll take them live in the comments as well. So this is 9%. So and I am a lightweight, so this is not going to take long for the truth to set you free. All right, let's. So I had a few different social media outlets where I kind of posted things around. So I'm gonna just jump around and see what the people want to know. So I did make a post on my I don't know, the community tab of my YouTube channel. Said, hey guys, I'm Waka Waka. This is what's going on. So let's see. Uh, all right, so people are making jokes in there. So Alex Louvier said he was going to ask about my panty size, but go on. So uh, I wear boxer briefs? I guess it might be the answer to that question. And just large, I guess. Large and in charge. That's kind of what I'm putting out there. Um, my wife might disagree with that sentiment, but you know, that's just like her opinion, man. Anyways, so don't know if you actually wanted to know that, but that's what I got going on. What do I want to expand on that? I don't know. I mean, boxers are too loose. I like the comfort, yet the support of the boxer brief. And underwear is just too square for me. You know, streaming on YouTube and drinking for nameless people on the internet, way more cooler than wearing underwear. Anyways, let's. I'm gonna just jump around all over the place. Is that a joke? Is that a joke? Oh, sorry. I can't. Andrea Foley. Really? Are you a real person? Or is that wishful thinking? Anyways, inside joke. Not even none of you are gonna get that. All right, I'm gonna keep on going, and then I'm gonna circle back. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I just clicked onto the live stream, and I'm hearing myself back, and I sound amazing. All right, Bob Ross wants to know: Are my teeth real? Yeah, these are the real deal, Holyfield. They are not synthetic by any means. Despite the fact that they are perfectly misaligned and come with pre-included gaps and yellowing, um, and have one like pushed back in there. But that's my like sexy tooth. I have this look. It's like when you see if I'm looking at you and I do this, you know things are about to get. You're in. You're in for just a night in the fun dungeon. So yes, all my teeth are real. My wisdom teeth have been removed. I only had 3 or 4 come in, so I don't know if that makes me not a real boy, but that's my dental history. Pretty good cavity wise. I wasn't always the best with like dental hygiene growing up, but as an adult, I'm kind of killing it. Floss all the time. Love flossing. Well, like once a day. I use those dental picks. Way better than like. So there's that. I am overdue for a dental appointment, but COVID happens, so I'm not gonna go in there anytime soon. I don't even know if they're open. Anyways, let's keep this party going. Green Slushy Box wants to know: Hi Greco, do you buy and or collect new Transformers? So here's an actual serious question. Although it's an ask me anything, so there's really no judgment here, right? No judgy eyes. Do I buy and or collect newer Transformers? So buying, I'll buy anything, as far as if there's value in it and I get a good deal. Flipping, obviously something I do to front my own collection and to brag about on the internet. My my PayPal balance, my toy wallet, bankroll, stuff of legends for good reason. I am rolling in it. Um, which is exactly what I want to tell people as they're struggling to get by, begging for the next stimulus check. All right, I exaggerate a little bit, but it's fun. It's a fun hobby. Do I collect new Transformers? To an extent here. Um, so there's certain ones I like, but they always go back to one thing, and that they have that G1 appeal, that G1 kind of um, style, I guess. So a lot of the newer stuff, like the Scorponok they just came out with, the Jetfire, the Quintessons, the Pit of Despair. I have none of these, but I do want them. But the problem is, I am such a cheap guy that I am totally willing to sacrifice my chances of getting one of these things, in the hopes that one day I'll get them on clearance or on some down on his luck collector and just take advantage of it. Like, oh, my wife is leaving me, or, I came down with an illness. I need to sell I'm out of work. And there I am, a shark just ready to swoop on in. And hey, man, I'm here to bail you out. So that's how you get cheap toys, at the expense of the well being of others. Green Slushy Box is totally taking advantage of this open forum. Did you watch the Netflix WFC Transformers? I did. Um, I think so. Anyways, that was the last one they came out with, right? So I like the animation, but it took me like 3 episodes to get into the story, which isn't saying a lot when the series was like 6 episodes long. I feel like I like that there were shades of gray and not everybody was a good guy or a bad guy, or I love truth and justice and the American way, and the other guys don't. But um, the voice acting kind of bothered me, and then I found out after the fact that they use non-union actors. I don't know if that. I'm sure that has something to do with it, but they all kind of seem like on the same page. Like somebody described it as like they were all just trying to act tough, and I kind of agree with that. So I wouldn't say it's great, but it was cool. So I'm not, and it's not that much of a time suck. It's like 20 minutes an episode. So, it took me like 3 weeks to watch it because I am a tired boy. I go to bed real early. Uh, can you sing the TMNT theme in your next video? LOL. I don't know if this counts, but no, I can't. I'll try to sing it. Hold on, but I don't know all the words. That's them coming to the stores. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell, turtle power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team. Yeah, Donatello's cool. No, he's not. He does machines. That's a rap. Raphael is cool but rude. Give me a break. Michelangelo is a party dude. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and so on and so on. So obviously, I missed a lot of things. It's like when I post my singing videos on Instagram. Like, you probably shouldn't sing along to a song unless you know the actual lyrics. Um, Donatello does machines. Leonardo's like the leader. They learn from Splinter. Waka Waka. You guys know the story. All right, let me. I feel like I'm ignoring my live crowd. Let's see what's going on here. Um, this is hard. It's hard to manage. Like, I know I'm just a regular. I swear to God, I just heard my daughter's room door open. If they come in here, I'm going to beat them furiously in front of all of you. Um, they just don't understand. Daddy needs his alone time with his loyal lemonade and a computer. Okay. Ahem. Ross, hi. Ross says, "What's your opinion on Marvel Legends collecting? Truth." You collect Marvel Legends, you're a baby. I don't know. I don't know. It's not. Sometimes I think they're cool, but it's not for me. Like, I just don't want them. And if it's not for me, then I don't know why anybody would buy them. Honestly, I am a trendsetter. Global, like, people worship me. Global fan base. What's it called? Influencer? Yeah, like 10 times 10. Everywhere I go, the crowds follow. So if I'm not buying Marvel Legends and you are, there's something wrong with you because it ain't me. It's definitely not me. But anyways, sometimes people find Marvel Legends under the Target racks, old ones, and apparently that's a big deal. So that is cool, I guess. Retro CQ says thanks for the pit fighter, bro. He guilted me into sending him free things because someone gave me free things and he gave me free things. So it's just like this loop of leeching that everyone just wants to be a part of because nobody wants to pay their fair share anymore. They just want something for free all the time. Guy gives me a dragon dagger in a beat up box and is like, now I owe him something. Okay, enjoy your pit fighter. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention the dragon dagger. I'm afraid to mention the P word, but I should, right? Depending which one we're talking about. I know we're talking Pogs, Tarf, but you should be a little careful with that, especially with all the whapping going around. All right, let's see what's going on. What is going on? I love that the crowds are here. Like, I love this love. I need a thesaurus. All right. People are asking me real questions and making me scared to answer them. And sorry, I'm trying this like, oh boy. Did you get the Super 7 Thundercats? If so, what are your thoughts? Says JD Gibson. No, I didn't. I'm not a good person with new toys. I am not. I'm a great person in every other aspect of life, but the new stuff, I don't know. And I feel like even though I carry the live shows from a personality and talking perspective, I'm looking at Lionel right now. He's looking pretty good. Oh, my internet. Oh, my internet is not working. What do I click on? Like wish.com? Oh, Big Bad Toy Store. That looks kind of neat. Lots of different hands. You get all your different grips and cat action, holding your sword, your claws, two heads. Like, that's it. That's everything you can want. That's like the perfect Lion-O. And a Book of Omens, my word. It's like my live journal in hardbound edition. Yes, I did have a live journal. So for any of you guys who want to stalk high school me, pull up some garbage. You can find it. It's out there for you. Probably should not have said that. Anyways, I don't know. It looks pretty cool. $50. Would I spend that? Probably not. Um, but yeah. I mean, people like the things. This is why I'll never be a serious toy reviewer. I mean, if I get free things and companies are like, "Hey, check what we got," I mean, I'll definitely take my role in this whole toy world seriously. But I don't know. Probably never gonna happen. Especially since I make like 2 videos a year. All right, so I'm gonna keep jumping around here. Although I don't know, maybe I should give more love to my live audience because I don't want to be like too out of date. Mark Jansen says, "Hurry up and come back." Here I am. Jeff says, "How could you? Who do you think you are?" P.S. Favorite GoBot. I think we all know who I am. This should be not be a surprise to anybody in the timeline of Greco Fabulous on YouTube. I've just been in and out. Like you guys have always needed me more than I've needed you. So that's just how it is. All right. It's I had my fill. It was fun while it lasted, but I needed a little. I needed to see new people. So I did. No, that's not. That's not really what happened, but I like being an internet jerk for some reason. I don't know. I thought the truth is supposed to come out with this, not just more of me being an a-hole. Favorite GoBot. So I wasn't really into GoBots, but obviously I bought a lot of them recently. I like their names. They're just like Scooter and Bad Guy and Psykill and Leader One. And I'm trying to think like who my favorite was. I do like Puzzler because he's like a combiner. Um, I just got a text saying stop ignoring my questions. I'm not. I'm taking them in the order they were received. But all right, I'm gonna jump around to the juicy questions. All right, we'll talk toys in a little bit. But apparently, I'm missing some juicy questions. Uh, Snaggletooth. This is so funny. How do you? I can't. I can't really. Oh man, I am gonna get in so much trouble. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go through the live questions because you guys are just banging them out. Where is my wife? My wife right now is with another woman. Um, don't know if I need to expand on that one, but she's having a girls' night out, which is happening a lot recently. That's why I'm here alone with you guys on the internet. Corona, huh? Interesting times. All right. Okay. Anyways, hello, hello, Ava. I know your real name. Davis Comic Finds wants to know why am I such a disappointment to my family? Um, Probably because you're not me. I think that's the thing. They probably had really high hopes for you. Uh, they big plans, doctor, lawyer, YouTube sensation. None of those really panned out, did they? I mean, they saw what the pinnacle of life and success was when they saw my channel, and just frankly, you don't live up to that. And it's hard, and it's not fair. I understand. Like I'm your friend. I understand. It's not fair to compare anyone to me, my life. It's you can't do that to people. There's different. Everyone can't be at the top of the hill. Okay, there's got to be a number one, and there's only room for number one, and that's me. So I mean, I think you just need to sit down with your parents and be like, listen, I'm never going to be what you want. I'm never going to be Greco Fabulous, but I'm good enough. Damn it, I am Davis Comic Finds, and that's okay with me. that work? I don't know. But it's definitely you. It's definitely you. Retro CQs, those are some big panties. Yes, large. Large. Pancake Poppy, any Spidey Sense vids dropping in the future? Um, Depends how you define Spidey Sense, right? So they started off as like live flea market videos with like commentary, me making jokes. I still have plenty of like live footage that I can make into a Spidey Sense video. But they kind of morphed over time into this like live video and like here's what I got. So it depends how you define it, but yes, the answer is yeah, they should be. I just got to do it. I just got to be like Nike and just do it. Just do it. Carlos Bali, what's up? Seriously? Ask me anything. You can't drop these bombshells on me. What's up? Are you serious? Like you got to go through my it's hard to make jokes when you're not quick. When you're not quick-witted. Hard to make jokes. Um what are those people? PA? No, that's like a a speaker system. Like the marketing folks, press that like care about my reputation. You guys know what I'm talking about? No? Maybe I'll get it soon. PA? PR. PR. Yeah, you gotta filter those hard hitting questions. Okay, Chris Matthews over there. Am I, you need to filter those PR questions from my PR team. That also did not make any sense, but you understand what I'm getting at. Jeff, how many bodies did you Ed and Narc hide in Texas? Texas is a big state. They don't have basements, but they have attics. So, not going to give you a number. Going to leave it a little open ended. Been watching a lot of true crime recently, and I want to, I don't want to give people a finish line, but there's a lot of attics in Texas. I'm going to leave it at that. Underwear jokes. Thanks, Tarf. Oh, look, Greco is alive. Miss Betty White. You're still kicking, old gal. I love you. Andrea Foley enjoys my snaggle tooth, as does everyone. Come on, that is irresistible. Huh? Huh? Yeah. Uh, Beer instead of Shirley Temples. Yes, Ava. No, no, wrong, wrong. How dare you? I am not. I don't know if you can see this through your televisions or wherever you're watching this, but I am not a man. I am not masculine. Although I did go on a hike today. I went on a super hike, like not paved, totally in the woods, lots of ups and downs, slippery rocks, smooth. Like I don't wear hiking shoes. I don't wear hiking trails. I wore New Balances. Um, Lots of like maintaining 3 points of contact. I was like Spider-Man, like scaling these things. Um, I did that. I did that today. Not really my thing as far as like I'm not gonna like nudge my wife and be like, let's go on a hike today. But if somebody wants to say like take me on a hike, I'll go for the ride. Um, and I won't complain about it because I am so fit. I am so fit recently. It's ridiculous. If you could only see under this shirt, like, oh my God. I can't. I can't like I don't know how I get out of bed in the morning, honestly. There's too much going on here. It's just like you have everything you need. Where are you gonna go? Anyways, so everyone wants to be with me is basically what the answer to that is. Wait, what was the question? Oh yeah. This is a vodka drink. It is vodka, lemonade, and iced tea. So it's a half and half basically. 9% alcohol. Beer is gross. Beer is gross. Beer is gross. Plus, I need like half a can to like get me going. Retro, have you pre-ordered any of the TMNT NECA figures? No, I have not. For all the reasons I said before, I'm just not buying retail full price things. Just like isn't fun for me. I like the hunt, you know, and like being on my computer is not the hunt. Did I look like a bunny? Little bunny, foo, foo, hopping through the forest. How did I not get a girlfriend till high school? Anyways, how do I still have a wife? Whoa! I hate when you scroll on these things and it's just like it's not. It goes too fast. Um, Mr. Gretzky, what's up, buddy? I feel like you never watch my videos anymore. But again, what's up? Just not prepared for that question. I'm not prepared at all. Um, let's see. How do you like your roast beef? Um, well, I like it. I'm gonna say I like it cooked on the outside, right? With a little pink in the middle. Just a little pink. Sometimes if it doesn't come out right, I gotta heat it up a little more than it's served to me. But that's normal, right? I mean, you can't just go right into a roast beef. You need to like work it up and get it to your liking, right? Perfectly seasoned. So, but it's trial and error, right? Not everything works all the time, except with me, because I know what I'm doing. But yeah, big fan, big fan. Probably one of my favorite deli meats. I miss you hanging out with CJ, Johnny, and Scott. I know, I know. I mean, we had that big reunion tour, but they're not really doing the YouTube thing right now. So what am I gonna do? 123 Gamer Man, do you find the YouTube toy community more or less toxic than other collecting communities on the platform, i.e., comic book, gaming, etc.? So I've never really run into the drama in the toy community as we did with the comic community beforehand. And for those of you that don't know my complete history, I jumped all around. I started with comics because that was like the in thing. So basically, I'm just like a social butterfly, or I'm just hopping on the latest trend. I don't really believe in any of the stuff that I'm hawking to you guys. I'm like a snake oil salesman. I'm following what's trending, just trying to get views, trying to get clicks, trying to get subscribers, trying to get ad dollars. None of this means anything to me. If all of a sudden it turns out that like vintage toy collecting just isn't cool anymore, all this stuff behind me, gone, completely gone, never existed. Just gonna turn it into wads of cash, and who knows what'll be behind me next, like artwork or pictures of dogs. I don't know what other hobbies are there. Quilting, lots of knitting, lots of patchwork. Uh, yeah. So, anyways, what was the question? No, toxic. I haven't come across it. I'm sure there's some losers in the community. Um, but at least the guys I found have been like super awesome, and I've like made more friends online than I have in real life. But I always argue it is real life. It's just not everybody lives geographically near each other. So the internet is a great place to meet people and to sleep with them. So it's not toxic unless you don't take the necessary precautions. Wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's keep this party going. Um, my buddy has Transformers, huge collection, and does a YouTube show on the toys. That's cool. Don't know why you want to hijack my channel while trying to divert people to other places. Ooh. Retro, do you scratch your nuts then sniff the tips of your fingers? Not on purpose. Like I don't. It's not like I'm sure it's happened accidentally. Like we're all grown ups here, right? We all pee in the shower. Wait, are kids watching this? Kids pee everywhere, anyways. Um, so I'm not beating around the bush here, but on purpose, no, definitely not. Do my hands wander below the belt more often than they should? Probably, but like I said, if, if this is what you're going to bed with every night, you take advantage of it. Anyways, oh god, he's singing. Oh wow, that was really early, so I must be like so behind on the comments. Uh, no one said there would be singing. There's always singing. Have you seen my Instagram? Like that's all I do in the car. Now rap for us. What do you want me to rap? Like a hip hop, a hip a hip a hip hip hop. You don't stop. Or Jesus Christ, how many lemonades have you had? Literally half a can. But you can tell, like, telltale sign that I've been drinking is this forehead vein right here. This thing ruins a lot of pictures, but if I'm like overly smiling or have a little motivation in my hands, that's a sign. So forget about sobriety tests. Just look at my forehead and just throw me in the slammer. Hey, Pog reference. If I could change one thing, it would be this. Not because it gives away my like level of intoxication, but like not very attractive, especially compared to the rest of me. So my secret with that is that I'm going to furrow my brow like this whenever I take a picture from now on. So if you see that, I am cheesing because I am drunk. Greco talking about beating his kids. He's back. Yeah, that's it, guys. This is what you've been missing. Um, like it's too bad they didn't come in. I was gonna make a joke like, oh, do you regret having kids? Like we just got a question. Any loose Star Wars figures worth anything? Yeah, there's plenty. That Bluetooth guy. Not like what we know about like the Snaggletooth, the Bluetooth Snaggletooth guy. He's worth something. The pop-up R2D2 saber thing. There's plenty that are worth something. But I don't collect Star Wars, so I just sell them, and I'm not a good seller either because I just ask my buddy, "Hey, is this worth anything?" Did you stick your girls back in the dryer? I remember that video. Yeah. So Ross is referencing a video where my punchline. I did a lot of cold opens in some of my videos. It wasn't like last time on Greco Fabulous. Like I used to just like do skits, and I still will. I'm not against it. Um, but I guess I was trying to be more episodic, which is why I was doing that voiceover stuff before. And that was one of my jokes is that I threw my kids in the dryer. I forget why. I had a perfectly good reason to, but it got a little flack. It did, honestly, and I mean, I still have my children. I might not appreciate them. Is this where I cry? I'm like, I love my kids. I'm such a bad father. I I should have never had them. I should just give them away to somebody who could give them the life they always wanted. They always needed. I wish I could cry on demand. That would be awesome. So no, I have not put them in the dryer since, because like people are like weirdly, really weirded out by that. Like they're gonna get like stuck in there and like burn alive. Like I'm pretty sure I can respond to. I'm not turning on the dryer for one thing. And if I can unlock it. There's plenty of things I can do. My kids will not perish because of a joke. Hello from Texas. Yeehaw! Hello, Retro Poppy. Oh, Rachel wants to know. Be honest. Who's your favorite YouTuber? Okay, well, for being honest, it's me for one thing. Um, who's my favorite? I don't. So that's the problem. I am not a supportive YouTuber. I should probably not slouch. I should probably be a little more dominant in my videos here. Um, I I put a lot of videos in my watch later pile, but like when I wasn't as interested in YouTube, like making YouTube videos, it's also hard to like watch YouTube videos, and it's just so hard to catch up, um, or to keep up with everybody's videos. But I will say, when I do watch videos, there's very few that I watch start to finish. I do a lot of skipping around. I hit the L key to skip ahead like every 10 seconds or scrub around. Just because, like, I don't, especially like when I'm watching like live hunting videos, like I only want to see the good stuff. I want to see the negotiations. I want to see like new things that I just don't know have value, like surprising things. Um, I do. I like Ed's videos as far as like the produced stuff, like that's interesting. Like Game Chasers videos, I'll watch. Um, who else is there? I'm trying to like throw out names that like I don't know. That's Ed's Retro Geek Out, by the way. Not that he needs a plug because he's doing way better than me. But that's usually what happens. Everybody gets that Greco bump, and then they just fly away. Um, because I won't. I'm not the algorithm's bitch. Okay, I am not putting out a video every week. I am not making it longer than like 10 minutes. I am not using words without a lisp. The right hashtags or any of that stuff. Um, that's right. I'm so against the man. It's not even funny. Anyways, favorite YouTubers. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody brings me joy anymore. Come on. Sorry, I'm getting fantasy football updates. I need to win. I left like 70 points on my bench today. Like, okay, Joe Mixon. Now you want to be a running back? Anyways, I don't know. I gave names, but favorites? That's tough. I feel like there's nobody I watch like consistently. It's all like it's hard to keep my attention, honestly. It really is. That's why I am a terrible friend. All right, Michael, has anyone has anyone ever punched you in the face? If so, why? Surprisingly, no. I don't think I've ever been punched in the face. Although this is a pretty punchable face, I think, for various reasons. Like it's more attractive than 99% of the population, so there's jealousy involved. A lot of people know that this is my moneymaker, so any kind of like blemish they can put on it, they would totally just wipe it out. Um, so that hasn't happened. I haven't been like I don't even think like as a kid. I mean, I'm sure like there's been like kid scuffles, but that doesn't count. I haven't been like nobody like um nobody's like Rick Moranis to me, I guess. How's that for a timely reference? Um I remember I was playing like parking lot football one time and I was playing like defensive back and defending a pass, and I jumped up and I accidentally like hit the kid in like the nose, and he got like super mad and like threw my football in the other yard and then like punched me in the arm. But I was always like, I was never really a fighter growing up, or not that I'm not a fighter now. Um, although I will bite if I have to. Actually, that'll probably be like my first act of defense. I will bite you viciously. Like I will rip things off of your body. It's just like I have to survive. I can't or scratch. Like I don't know. Um, I'll just whip my loyal lemonade can at you, and that's what I'll do. Why do you want to fight me? So I've been punched in the arm a lot. Not a lot. I mean, a few times, but I don't think I've ever been in like a fight. And I always wonder, like, I wish there was a way that I could measure myself. I mean, it's not like I need to measure my masculinity or like my machismo or whatever, but like I want to know how I would fare in a fight, but without the consequences. Like I don't want to get beat up. I don't want to get sent to the hospital. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to die because these are all like. I guess one thing I'm worried about is like my glasses. Like that's a weak point, right? So I'd have to wear contacts or get LASIK before I get into a fight. And yeah, there's just a lot of things. So I don't know if somebody like wants to volunteer, like kind of fight me, but not really, like kind of hold back a little bit. I just want to know at like what level I'm at. Um, I don't know. It's like a fight club where they just like take it easy on you, like when you're new. I might be interested in that. What is up, Greco? Shellback Toy Rewind. Hello, and Mrs. Shellback Toy Rewind. Hello. I remember. Fans everywhere. Sometimes they're married to other people. Retro Toy Buddy, Jared, hello. Mr. I had a baby. And then the phone calls stopped coming in. Hope you are well. I see you are riding bicycles. That is very impressive. I walked today, did hiking. Walk just as far as your bike will take you in like triple the time. So you want to have a measuring contest, you're gonna lose. It's funny. I see people like laughing at things I said. Obviously, like I have no idea what you're responding to, but I'm glad things are going well. Another question from Andrea. She's like all about these comments here. Do you think that Transcend should do a reunion tour? Yeah, that is way overdue. So, as many people as there are that like, why hasn't Greco made a video in like 2 months? There's got to be at least, I mean, exponentially more people that want Transcend back together. For those of you who don't know, and I can't believe that's anybody, how like Transcend is a once in a generation musical experience. Nay, Nay was supposed to come before the musical experience. That just is the most supreme collection of talent I've ever witnessed. And honestly, a reunion tour, they should have never broken up. But I guess when there's that so much creativity and ingenuity and just things happening with music that has never been seen before, there's going to be conflict. But so much beauty came from that conflict that it needs to come back. So, should there be a reunion tour? Absolutely. And I think they shouldn't be, but I think you'll be surprised at how many people are going to be waiting there. How many lives you've touched. It's like on a Greco Fabulous scale. All right. Stephen Dang, hello, sir. I did that thing again where I scrolled and I'm trying. uh, any tips for starting a vintage toy collecting? So, I mean, we've gotten this question before on other live shows. So, my main things are, just get a realistic grasp on like what you want to do with your collecting, and set some guidelines, set some finish lines, do something, figure out what kind of person you are and what's going to bring you joy, right? Are you going to be that person that can't sleep till they get a full collection behind them, by any means necessary? Are you going to be somebody that only values it if it's attached to like your childhood, or are you somebody that um kind of like a hybrid of me where it's about the hunt and more the journey than the end game or the finish line. And then put yourselves in positions where it's fun to look for toys, like flea markets and non-retail settings, or hook up with a buddy. Um, hooking up is probably makes it so much more fun. Like when I just had platonic toy collecting friends, like it was okay, you get to hang out and whatever, but um, um, you know, sorry, I got distracted by the text messaging where I was going to make a joke about hooking up with internet people. Has it happened? I don't know. Nobody's asked me yet. Um, so, anyways, just find out like what makes you tick, honestly, and just like go for it. Like for me, I like finding the good deals. I like hanging out with like-minded people, finding diamonds in the rough. It doesn't always add to my collection. Um, that can be a slow burn sometimes, but it's always worth it. I'm always happy with what I walk away with in the end. And then obviously making like a YouTube channel out of it, just it's kind of like this running diary, honestly, where I can look back at it and say like, I really contributed something. I changed the world. one one old lady selling her dead husband's collection at a time. So that's that, and just like stay within your means. Don't make it an obsession. Don't make it a problem. Like, don't overextend yourself. Just keep it fun and just keep it in control. That's all. Don't have it be. If you have a partner that shares in your love, great. If you don't make it a replacement for that, because you can't. I wish I had a beep there. You can't blank your toys. Anyways, that's not. Is that important? I don't know. Showback Toy wants to do a shameless plug. Check out his vintage TMNT toy channel. He posted an interview with an original TMNT toy designer. It's probably that somebody that like swabbed the floors at Playmates or something. Steven, Thrift Stars, go tell us the craziest thing you did in high school. Everyone did something. Oh God. I might have to circle back on that one because I'm number one. I have a terrible memory, such as like I went to high school. Um, and I was kind of like a goody two shoes in a way. I wasn't like Greco fabulous back then. I was just like the kid that went to dances and sat alone while Aerosmith came on. Just by myself, watching everybody else. And maybe it's because that's what I think kissing is. That might have been a problem. That might have been a contributor to that. Anyways, no, that was more like middle school. No, I was very like, why am I talking about that? Why does everything relate back to relationships? That has nothing to do with how crazy you can be. I mean, we did like scavenger hunts before, which is like one time in high school, I signed up for robotics club. But I did it only to get a free trip to Disney World. I didn't really care about robotics at all. So crazy. And so me and my buddies went there, and his mom came with us too. Then we just went to like Islands of Adventure, and we rode the Hulk roller coaster over and over and over. And yeah, we didn't really like make a robot at all, which I think is why we didn't win. That was actually a true story. I don't know if that's crazy. Crazy effing dorky, probably. Um, I don't know. Public urination, mooning things, like something that puts me on a list. I can't talk about the bad stuff because, like, especially nowadays. Nope, leaving that one alone. Anyways, just kidding. Consent. That is not funny. I'm sorry. If I think of something, I'll let you know. Um, Greco, are you drunk? All signs point to yes. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not drunk, surprisingly. I'm still working on this. It doesn't take long though. I might have to get brown too, but I didn't want this to be like sloppy Greco. So, all right, PR. Yes, thank you, Daniel Boswell. That was it. Thoughts on the MOTU Origins 2020 line? I have not seen them in person. I mentioned this on the last live show with Narc. That again, I love the nostalgia and the memories that come flooding back when you walk into a toy store nowadays and you see lines that look like what you had as a kid stocked the shelves. Um, or at least I love the idea of it, but the problem is I haven't experienced that yet. Around me, it's always like empty pegs, and um, and I don't go to like my Target sucks. I don't go to Walmart that often because I'm not poor. Just kidding. Uh, and yeah, I don't know. So I love the thought of it, but I just haven't experienced it yet. And Motu's not a line that I collected or want to collect necessarily. So I guess the closest thing would be like the G1 reissues, but those have been like few and far between. Like, g- gone are the days where you're seeing like Toys R Us shelves packed with stuff. Now you're just seeing like a toy section in a giant department store. So it doesn't equate, unfortunately. Um, but they're trying, I guess, right? It's never going to be as good as it once was. Greco was Dora the Explorer today. That is true. I touched the rocks. Swiper did not get my stash. That is for damn sure. Andrea wants to know, amongst with other people, is it hairy under that shirt? So, um, I don't know. What do you guys think? You think I got something going on down here? Even though I'm drinking loyal lemonades and I've never really been in a fight? And then there's something to grab onto. You want to braid it? Am I hairy? I don't know. I don't think I'm like gross. Not that being hairy is gross. I mean, there's different body types for everybody. Um, I mean, I got something going on down here. I'm gonna like Hello? What do you guys say? I don't know. You think that's too much? It's not like a Brillo pad, but so I mean, it's good enough for some folks, but even if it's not your cup of tea, I think the rest of it will move more than well, more than God. Maybe I am drunk. More than make up for it. And there's that vein again. Okay, moving on. Matey, Eva laughed. What is up, Greco Fabulous? Hello, Transformers of video games. Sorry, COVID ruined all your yard sale videos. I did like yours. I did like yours. I do watch your videos. Daniel, I talked about that Transformers. Hold on, I keep getting messages from like. Not only do I have YouTube people watching this, but I have like real people watching this. Uh, his mother was. Oh yeah, some people are trying to call me out. Uh, on saying that I'm lying about my never being in a fight. The question was, have I never not have I ever been in a fight, but I never get punched in the face. I never got punched in the face, but I've technically been in fights. But again, my reaction would just get like punched and be like, that didn't hurt at all. Uh, and that was like the extent of it. I never really got in a bad fight, but like crazy the things people remember. Boo hiss. You know what? Tonight's about me, all right? It's not about you. It's oh, I was going to say something really bad. I can't say that. Especially not even after one drink. By the way, like 50 minutes and I'm still on one can, so shows you how much of a crazy person I am. Boo hiss. I got like millions of other people watching this right now that are just having a time of their lives. Tarp is going to bed. It's 4 at night. Are you joking? See, be like Tarf. This guy stayed up till 4 in the morning to watch me blabber on like a drunken idiot about absolutely nothing. Thank you, Tarf. Your efforts are much appreciated, and your Google AdSense dollars even more so. Puggo News ATW wants to know, can you do the Real Ghostbusters collection review? I think it would be super cool to see your collection of the Real Ghostbusters. I think your videos are amazing. It's super funny, and you're the most attractive person I've ever seen. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. Um, I guess I could, right? I mean, I actually did want to start focusing on some of my collection just because people might get the wrong impression that I'm just like a flipper. Like all I do is care about getting like the cheapest deal and how much it gets me like on eBay or reselling. Um, I don't know why they get that impression. Uh, yeah, I did. Anyways, what I was getting at is I did want to make videos like that eventually, or at some point, filler. I filmed like a Pee Wee's Playhouse one, um, just because it's like a smaller line, and I thought I could get through it. But like, I have a lot of trouble with my presentation because I want it to be in like my Greco Fabulous style, which if you're not feeling it, is kind of hard to pull off sometimes. And I don't want to be Mr. Show and Tell because I hate those videos and everybody behind them. Um, I mean, not really. Hate's a strong word, but which is not exciting for me. And sadly, like in recent history, that's kind of like the videos that have done the most well successfully. So I understand why people do it that way because it doesn't take as much effort and like you you don't always get back what you put in when you do the other videos. But I guess to answer your question, like, yeah, I think it would be cool to do a spotlight on my Ghostbusters collection. But again, it comes down to like motivation and doing it like the right way. So I don't know. I mean, as you can see, I'm putting on this live show because I'm trying to get back into this thing, and basically, I just can't make any promises. Is what I'm getting at. I can only promise that at some point I will lose my steam again. Might it be right after this live video? Um, I don't know. It's tough, guys. It's tough being as successful as I am. Like you might think, like he is living a life of luxury. Everybody's fawning over him. Everybody loves him. He's drinking loyal. He can get drunk off one loyal lemonade. Like, there's really no like bad parts of being Greco fabulous, but it's my I set the bar too damn high even for myself. And it's really exhausting to live up to that. Like I feel like I'm doing nothing now but just like pumping up my legend. And if the next video just doesn't meet people's expectations, I mean they're not gonna find anything better, but they may be like, was he worth the wait? But probably not. Crushed it. I might have to get more. Which I didn't prepare. I didn't expect this. I didn't know how long I really expected this thing to keep going, but I am not caught up in questions. I've completely ignored the pre-submitted ones. I mean, I'm gonna keep going. I have nothing to do. Like I said, I've been abandoned. Um, all right, 123 Gamer Man. When are you going to open a PO box to take advantage of people wanting to send you free stuff? Seems like a missed opportunity. Agreed. Once I can find a way to get a free PO box, like I don't know if somebody's like selling theirs at a yard sale and I can like flip it into a profit for me. I think I should do that. But on a serious note, I have been sent free things, and it's like, how do you keep your anonymity? Anonymity. Uh, he's gonna touch the butt. Finding Nemo reference right there. Was it enema? Enema? Um. Anyways, that's probably the smart move to do. What I've been doing in the meantime is like using like alternate addresses. Um, just because like you don't know people, you really don't. And I have a family. And even though I live in a compound with heavily armed guards because of my celebrity, there's still some crazies out there that be like, "Hey, I want to send you something." When in actuality, I want to show up to your doorstep with my pants around my ankles. Um, check out this voodoo doll I made of you. Can I have a sample of your hair? The answer to all these questions are yes and more. So, anyways, yeah, I should probably do that. But I don't know. I've never really been that full of myself, LOL, to think that it's worth it, I guess, in a way. I don't know. It's like 120 bucks a year, isn't it, or something for like the smallest one? Seems a lot. Like, what am I gonna get in return? Now, if you guys come at me like, I want to send you stuff, then yeah, I'll give you a PO box. Why not? Gretzky, I got a bunch to sell, is why I asked about the loose Star Wars figures. Yeah, I mean, if you want to send me like pictures or something, I can help you do your research, or if you want to sell them to a reseller, like I'm your guy, man. You got something to promote. I'll give you a. I'll be honest. Like we've always been. I joke about taking advantage of people, but like my buddy and I, we call ourselves like collecting karma because we really try to like do right by people and be honest about like here's what we think your stuff is worth. Here's what we would sell it for. Blah blah blah. It doesn't always work out where we get the stuff. But like if we get a good deal, we try to give other people a good deal and just try to pay it forward. Again, except for eBay. If you go to my eBay page, you're like, yeah, okay, buddy, you want $500 for Cobra Commander, you know, yeah. But like if you're a real person, not just a nameless eBay seller, I'll give you something good. Katie, hello from New Hampshire. Hello, my neighbor. Good morning, my neighbors. The kids say that. I don't know. It's a TikTok thing. Um, the Great White North. I've been in you plenty of times. And from Vermont. How does that work? How are you in two places at once? Are you straddling the border? Does Vermont and New Hampshire border? I should know my New England geography, but I don't. Who am I voting for? Oh my god. I mean, I don't care about politics enough to be like, ma, 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 ma. I mean, this isn't Ask Me Anything, right? I kind of have to tell the truth. All right, guys, I live in Massachusetts. I own I own an AOC sweatshirt. I'm not gonna say I always vote Democrat, because I feel like I'd like to be more open-minded than that. But yeah, I'll tell you, I don't care what I'm going to lose subscribers. Oh no, you guys aren't going to watch the videos I'm not making. Um, I'm voting Biden. Would I say he's my first choice as a Democratic candidate? Not necessarily, but between the two, he's my choice now. So, I mean, he can sniff my hair anytime. I just like memes. I like memes and smiling and all that fun stuff. So, am I the most well versed in political discourse? Absolutely not. But I mean, you asked, so there you go. How's everybody doing? Doing great. Doing great. Awesome. I lost my place again. Wow, other people. Uh, if I was American Trump all the way, okay. What's your real name? I don't know if I should give my full name. I mean, even if I did, you guys could spell it anyways. But my first name is Stamatios. Yeah, weren't expecting that, huh? What'd you think? What do you think my name should be? But no, my name is like super Greek, Stamatios. I was growing up though in high school, and a lot of my close friends or friends from back then knew me as Stewie. I was given the nickname of Stewie. Yeah, Stewie from Family Guy, but obviously I predate Family Guy. Um, so like I feel like it's more embarrassing now than it was then. But anyways, that's like what I used to tell teachers to call me Stewie, and it worked. And it worked. Like worked for what? I don't know. Make other people more comfortable. But anyways, now I am very much a Stamatios. I don't have a nickname. People try to give me nicknames. I'm not one of those guys that like gets offended like if you mispronounce my name or like, do you have a nickname? Like I don't care about that sort of stuff. But I don't know. I kind of feel like it's sexier in a way. Like I mean my voice is all raspy because I've been talking a lot and drinking, but it's like oh, what's your name? Stamatios. Oh my god, really? I my body is changing. A lot of people like I get completely different reactions to it. Some people are like terrified and they want to like run away, or like, what do they call you? What they can't possibly call you that. That's my brain just exploded in my head. Or other people are like, that is a kick-ass name. Are you single? And even if you're not, it doesn't matter. So, uh, anyways, yeah, that's my name. Don't wear it out. Feels good, men. From 9 to 10, how gay are you? Um, I feel like you're kind of like pigeonholing me a little bit with your scale. I will say though, I am very much not. I am very much heterosexual, despite the vibes that I'm giving out. You know, drinking loyal lemonades, singing carpool karaoke, constantly like lots of Madonna in my playlist. Lots of yeah, um, questionable things. Not that again, not to stereotype and not to be like, oh, well, this makes you that way and blah blah blah. But again, I'm not the most masculine person, so for some that can be a misinterpretation. But as far as like my feelings and my desires, I very much lean towards women. And but again, I am not trying to be close-minded. Love is love. Whatever works for you, I'm all for it. Be happy, well, as long as it's consensual, obviously. Um, and but I'm not one to be like never, ever, ever in a million years because you don't know. You don't know. Don't knock until you try it, right? I just haven't tried it, and I haven't wanted to. So I guess I don't know. I don't know if it fits into your scale, but if I guess it's between 9 and 10, then I guess I'd have to be a 9. Ross wanted to know who I'm voting for. That's already been answered. Check out retro. I like how people are just like using my channel to like promote their own. I mean, I guess that's flattering, right? That you think I get enough of an audience for people to care. I hooked up with an old lady once for her grandson's Dinobots. Totally worth it. Absolutely. Especially if Swoop was in there with an unbroken beak. I think you're the real winner here. So, but the question is, what is hooking up? I'm very conservative. I'm very um, like pull the wool over my eyes. People do what? To what? Under the covers. So, I guess what's your definition of hooking up? Is it like making out? Is it all the way May? Is it somewhere in between? I don't know. I've been pretty sheltered, so I want to know. Why is this talking to like late night with Dr. Ruth or like what was that show with Andrew Adam Carolla and like Dr. Drew on MTV? I feel like it's getting a little saucy in here. I'm sure you mop more floors than anyone. uh, I don't remember. Is that a WAP reference? No, I don't know. The amount of time and effort you're giving to every question is impressive. I know I'm never gonna get through this. Like this is gonna be the longest stream of my life. And it's like people are just gonna go away. Like people are just gonna like filter in. It just never. This is a show that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on, my friends. Some people started singing and not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is a show that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on, my friend. Some people started singing and not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because. Did I lose everybody yet? Damn it, they're still here. Okay. Yeah, Kate, I'm trying to get people. I'm not beating around the bush. I need to expand. I need to give people the look into the depths of my soul. Soul Train, baby. One Man Toy Show, hello. Retro, oh, we're not real. Again, I don't know. These are so old, I have no idea what they're referencing. Puggo, do you know how to display a Ghostbusters collection? I really love collecting vintage stuff. If you come to Idaho, you should check out Time Zone Toys, where they are awesome and super nice. Um, I mean, there's no wrong way to eat a Snickers. Am I right? So I say, I mean, I don't know if you're insinuating that there's a way to display a Ghostbusters collection, but I mean, I have the firehouse behind me. I got Stay Puffed and Slimer up top. I got some Ghostbusters in there. Got the Ecto one inside, right in here. So that's pretty cool. I mean, if I had more room, I feel like I would try to be a little more creative and kind of make like dioramas. Not that I've ever done that before. So again, I have all these big plans for things that, oh, I just don't have the space for. But will I ever do it? Probably not. No, I don't know. It's cool. I've seen a lot of cool, like the Toy Museum in Austin, or just like any places that you know where people are like passionate about recreating some of their favorite scenes or really putting their figures and collection into action. Um, oh, I wish I could do that, or I had that outlet, or whatever I'm missing. I wish I had that in any aspect of my life, really. But we're all depressed now, so who cares? Idaho. I have not been to Idaho, but I'm glad that you are not void of a place to check out. So I guess if I ever see myself in the area, I'm not against that. That's what I mean. Honestly, with any kind of travel, that's what I look for. I don't look for like sightseeing. Like the sites for me are like, all right, where are your toy stores at? Where are your flea markets? Where are your yard sales? Like that's what I want to see. I don't care about like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Um, which I mean I've seen it. So, but you know what I mean? Like, ooh, world's greatest ball of yarn. Who gives a hoot? Andrews at 25. Again, don't know what that's in reference to. Tarf is watching Pornhub while listening to Greco. I mean, we've all been there, right? But I mean, I'm a pretty good substitute to Pornhub. Even fully clothed YouTuber. That's your category right now, right? Um, I am a specimen, that is for sure. Did you ever get any of the TMNT 10 backs? So I've been trying to. I've been like mainly like toy gambling, toy raffling. That has not worked out. Even when I've had the greatest freaking odds, And it's like at this point I should have just paid for the damn things. Um, I did get a couple carded ones, but I'm trying to think, are they actually 10 backs? Yes. I think the only 10 back I have is Splinter. He might be the only one. I have a Krang, but obviously he's not a 10 back. But I don't have anybody else. That's it for carded TMNT. And I might be like disillusioning myself into thinking that it's easy to get these things because I feel like their value is just shooting up. So maybe I missed the boat on that one, but I'm not. I'm not gonna do this. Um, let's see what else. I have comics, Cat Scratch, amazing. Talking to me, I'm a huge fan of Doug Ten Maple. I'm good at drawing. Oh wait, hold on. I think I'm missing some stuff. Like, what are you guys talking about? Scrolling up, scrolling up. All right, here we go. Willie Trombone announced that he is here. He has a StreamYard profile. Great. That is fantastic. You're living the Stan life just like Eminem. I'm gonna throw my wife in the trunk and drop her into the river. Like, what do you mean? Kate has a question. How many callers do you entertain on average? Instagram, Instacharm. Um, I've had a few people slide into my DMs. That I will be truthful about. It's flattering. It's fun. I've been accused of flirting, but I feel like I don't have game enough to flirt. I'm married, so like I'm not trying to like cross any lines. Um, although I will say Stamatios is married. Greco Fabulous, on the other hand, it's complicated, right? I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of relationships out there where I'm people's get out of jail free card. I'm their free pass. You turn to your significant other and you're like, all right, if who's that one person on your list that if you could steal a smooch from, no strings attached. Who's that going to be? I'm sure I'm on that list for a few people. Can you blame them? I mean, is it this receding hairline that you're into? The grays? Silver fox. Yeah. I know what guys want. I know what they like. Boys like? I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, so I have a few people. It's fun. Does anyone see me? Willie, we do see you. Thank you for being here. You read my comment. Thank you so much. You are amazing. I hope you and your family are doing well. Stay safe. Enjoy life. I love waking up every morning watching your videos. That's wonderful. I hope I can keep them coming for you. How many dudes have you been with? Who is this? Who are these people? I already kind of answered that question. That would be an absolute. Well, I'm assuming you mean like physically. That would be an absolute zero. Again, not shutting any doors. Just not something I've been in a position where I was like, that's what I want, and it's being thrown at me. Those two circumstances have never coincided. So I'm glad that people are actually like asking real questions. I don't know. Might not be the same for these toy people. I'm with Clayman, AOC. Yes, there we go. Oh, love her, love her. Does anybody see me? Yeah. Why do people keep saying that? Willie in the house. There we go. Like, who's Willie? That's my ask me anything. Who the hell is Willie? I feel like people made fake profiles just so they can comment on this thing. Anyways, people are excited that Willie is not his real name. Um, Retro gave me a nickname. I am not going to repeat it, so feel free to read that to your own on on your own time here. I chose this because Neverhood is the best thing ever. What? I don't know what's going on. You miss Spidey's sense. I know. I know. What do you miss about it? Is it like what was your favorite part? Was it the commentary or just like the live hunting footage? All of it? What are you missing? How many comics do you have? So, I have hundreds of comics, that's for sure. I don't know how many of them I actually care about, honestly. I've kind of gone away from comic books. They're not. It just like I don't. They don't spark joy in me anymore. Speaking of sparking joy, where the hell is Marie Kondo? She puts out a Netflix show. I fall in love with her. Where's season two? Like that can't be it. It can't be like I'm gonna change the lives of people forever and then just disappear. Like I want to learn how to fold everything I have into like neat little boxes. I love you, Marie. Come back. Come back to me. But yeah, I have hundreds of comics. I could probably whittle those down to like hardly any that I actually care about. But I guess if I were to stumble upon comics, I would want key issues that I would keep. Spider-Man, like really like Spider-Man. But I think like yeah, I just want to keep like, and again, like I'm not chasing first appearances and things like that because obviously they're expensive. So if it were to fall in my lap, absolutely, absolutely. I need to drink. I am dying over here. Oh, what do you guys think? Should I have a second loyal lemonade? I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna walk to the fridge, get a second loyal lemonade, blow my nose because I'm like super congested. If one of you effers gave me Corona, I'm gonna be so PO'd. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna get another drink, and then maybe I'll be fun again. Cause that's the only way people will like you is if you're intoxicated. Who brought the party? Who brought the party? Party in a can. Loyal lemonade number two. This is when things start getting a little dangerous. Oh God. I hope I don't puke. I hope I don't puke. Anyways, where were we? Willie is good at drawing, in case anybody was interested. He has some comics, one based on the Cat Scratch cartoon, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Do I have a favorite comic? Yeah, it's actually right up there. One of the cool ones that fit all my categories here. So this is the Amazing Spider-Man Giant or Annual number one from 1964, the first appearance of the Sinister Six. Had Electro, Vulture, Sandman, Doc Ock, Craven the Hunter, and Mysterio. So old book, like classic. Like there's great full page color pictures of the Sinister Six. Like that's my favorite part of this book is that they have these like splash pages of like all these villains. It's old, Silver Age Spider-Man, can't go wrong with it, and it's a beater copy. It's kind of a reader, but I got a great deal on it too. I think I paid like $40 for it, and I think it was like Chris Rigo who hooked me up from Instagram. Big time comic book guy, and that's what I really love about being a YouTube celebrity is that people give you free stuff or great deals. So that's what it's really about. Putting yourself in the community and then taking advantage of it. Pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. So I highly recommend doing it. Or not doing it because you'll never be as good as me. duh, 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 duh. Oh, wait a minute. Then this guy asked me what's my favorite comic, and then puts an asterisk and means I meant comedian. For those of you who have been watching my channel for a long, long time, I made that joke a long time ago. Back when I did comic book videos, it was like, "Hey guys, check out my comic haul," and then I started literally showing off pictures of comedians. It was like, "I got Jerry Seinfeld and I don't know, Richard Pryor." It's like, so I guess we're on the same wavelength there. Who's my favorite comic? Oh, I don't know. Um, I like a lot of people. No, that's not even true. I'm not prepared. I really liked Mitch Hedberg back in the day, and I'm sad that he died. Um, I really liked his kind of stand up there. Escalator temporarily stairs. We apologize for the convenience. I just love his delivery and just like I really wish he was still around. Otherwise, I mean, I don't know, like modern comics. I don't even know who I watch. I feel like everybody has a Netflix special nowadays. I've seen like Eddie Izzard live. Like Eddie Izzard was like super funny. I like comics that could go like on tangents and like, obviously they can improv a little bit and work with the crowd and then go back into their routine or whatever. So like Eddie Izzard, I saw him live and he was like awesome one time, and he put on like a long show. Like it had an intermission. Like that's how long it was. And I guess I want to plug my wife. Of course I do. She's my wife. Um, for like introducing me or like dragging me out to see him back in the day. But other than that, like I don't know, like growing up, I liked Chris Rock. Like I owned his CD. It was a bigger and blacker, whatever. Um, or that might have been a tape I found in my dad's collection. I don't know. Who should I like name people? I mean, this is embarrassing, but like in high school, like being a bunch of kids were like really into Dane Cook, and we saw a bunch of his shows. This is like before he blew up, so he was like funny local guy. And then like we grew out of it, just like we grew out of a lot of things. My favorite comic is Gear. I don't know Willie's confusing me. I don't know what's going on. It's an indie comic. How do you display a Funko Pop collection? I don't really have one. I own a few Funko Pops. They're still in the box. That's the problem. Like I've grown from like, or I've been fortunate enough to go from loose figures to like boxed stuff. But the problem with box stuff is like it's really hard to display. Like you can't really do it in a fun way. So, but I like not opening things, which I don't know why. Um, so that's a problem I have, I guess. So right now, how do I display a Funko Pop collection? In a cardboard box in my storage unit. That's how I do it. All right. Stop it. Stop trying to get me to jump ahead. I want to give everybody their day in the sun. Um, oh my God. Come on. All right, here we go. Swap meets and yard sales suck now. I mean, yeah, I hear you. I thought like with Corona, people would have more time to like dig through their, do a lot more spring cleaning or Corona cleaning, and things would just like come up. And I found some stuff recently, but overall, yeah. But also like, um, but also I haven't been going out as much either because of trying to like stay within my bubble. Um, is that a real metal drinking guy? Don't know what you're talking about. But the answer is yes. What do you eat for dinner today? I had cow udders. Okay. Fresh from the cow, like are they still attached? You dirty, dirty animal. I mean, I kind of had a late lunch because I went on a hike, and so when I got there, like my wife and mother-in-law and friends and family were watching football, and they ordered like from a pizza place. So I got like a chicken parm, and then there were some bacon cheese fries that I indulged in, and then I had some Oreo ice cream, and then I had like a buffalo chicken calzone. So I had a pretty fat day today, but I hiked, so it was okay. Not as exciting as cow udders. I just got here, but I haven't seen you take a sip yet, so it could be fake. I like alcohol. Oh, this is so good. Willy Wonka. I don't think people make fake accounts. I don't know, man. I've never seen any of this stuff. People accuse me of doing fake stuff all the time. So, like, why would making fake accounts be different? Keep hunting. She's the type of woman to only wear pants around the house. I don't know. Are we talking Marie Kondo? My wife? I'm married to Marie Kondo? What? Who said that? Stop it. Did she say that? Did she mention me? Am I her free pass? Um, Honestly, I'm more of a comic guy, so I mostly miss you going through those long boxes. I hear you, man. I hear you. I am. Blah, 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 blah. Willie has an alternate account. Season 2 of Marie Kondo would be too much and therefore a waste. Get out. You you leave right now. There is so much clutter in this world that woman has not gotten her hands around. She could help all of us if we would just be willing to accept her help. Open your heart to me, baby. I know you love it. You own the key. There's that Madonna again. Was it 9 out of 10? Yeah. Ugh. Uh, Ross says the Greco, the Spidey Sense videos were great. The live hunt, and most important, the comedy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Arthur Fonzarelli, Henry Winkler wants to know, do you think Transformers have DICS? Um, I feel like that's like a really deep question. Like on the surface, I wanted to be like, no, like they're robots, but they are sentient beings, so they're alive. Um, and then there's clearly male and female robots, but like in the cartoon, they used like uh, you know, the what the hell was it like Vector Sigma, like Vector Sigma made robots before. Um, they have to. I mean, some equivalent, right, to like some kind of like pleasure probe or like some way of like they don't they don't have they never really touched on that, did they? Right? But like, there's genders. What's the purpose of having genders if it's not to procreate? And if you can only create them with vector sigma, then there's no real reason to have genders. Let's say they're just like dolphins and just like flogging each other for pleasure, which obviously they weren't showing in the G1 cartoon. Uh, there has to be something there. I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something. Um, Unless they just want like companionship or just like PG stuff, like second base. That's all I need. Uh, Nobody gets to second base quicker than me, or that's as far as I get. We all know Greco is not a real collector. He is in it to flip them hot issues and inflate the market, put him in jail. Finally, somebody gets it. Somebody understands exactly what I'm all about. Um, I'm just saying, like, flipper is a dirty word. And yes, I embellish it a little bit. Not embellish my success because I am an excellent flipper. And it's fun because it's a fun way to like learn about the market and what people want and what things are worth and blah blah blah. But ultimately it comes down again funding my collection. If that makes me if that's wrong in people's eyes, then I'm not gonna try to change your mind, honestly. Like I would be so divorced, so just like in financial ruins if I literally paid, like the going rate for this stuff behind me. If there wasn't some way to exercise like patience and some form of like checks and balances and all that stuff to my collecting, like I would be in serious trouble. And as like the breadwinner in my family, like I could not give them the life. I was gonna say that they deserve, but they're kind of little shits sometimes. So better than they deserve. Yeah. When they want V-Bucks for Fortnite, this guy provides. When they want Toca Boca for their iPad or Robux, it's coming from Daddy Warbucks over here. So this and that what's not toy money is just not my money. It it's for everyone, right? So be nice to your flippers. Except for the jerks. I mean, there's some jerky flippers that try to make you feel like, they just like can't have like a conversation with you or just like be like very short and snippety or like, oh, okay, good luck selling that. Like, I get it. Those guys suck. And that's why, like, again, my buddy and I aren't always going to get all of the hauls, but we know what our limits are and what we think things are worth. And we're honest with people. Doesn't always work out, but like, you should be able to have a discussion and a negotiation with people without it being sour. Like, all those, you don't have to like trample people to get stuff. Like, we can all work together. But some people don't get that, and that's why they suck. Please step away from the mic. This is a warning. There's a cop emoji. I was talking about police earlier, wasn't I? Greco should get a new air fridge. That way he wouldn't have to leave his own AMA. That is right. See, I need a sponsor, not an Alcoholics Anonymous sponsor, because I don't have a problem. I'm such like a phony drinker. Like, why am I? I like alcohol. I am cool. I am. What was I gonna say? I was gonna quote like Chris Hansen. What's that show he did with like sexual predators? Catch a Predator? Yeah. I remember they were like talking about they were like reenacting somebody like texting somebody, and it was like, I like soft, sensual kissing. I like like oh, I can't say that word, but yeah, it was very robotic. Step away from the mic, sir. This is the last warning. Come and get me, Bilbo. Oh, wait a minute. Is this one of those FBI raids? Like, is the FBI gonna like burst through my door right now? Think of the views I would get. Uh, da, 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 da. My chalice. Thank you, thank you. I wish new movies were good, but we have to make for China. Don't understand. Show off that cool dragon dagger. Oh, that's I already put that on eBay. Retro. Sorry. Thanks for the gift. On a serious note, no, I did not sell the dragon dagger, but if somebody gifts you something, what's the morality there? Like, are you expected to like be buried with it? Like, do you need to hold on to it for a certain amount of time? I feel bad when some people are like, "Oh, I thought of you," and they give you something, but what if you just don't need it or like it? Like, I appreciate the thought, and I like that, your instinct was to give me free things. Definitely don't want that relationship to pass up. But am I a bad person for selling it? Can't keep everything, right? I don't know. I've kind of struggled with that one a little bit. Why are people? Who is Willie? Why do people care that Willie is here? Who the hell is Willie? Um, is Spider-Man part of the Fantastic Four? Is this like a trick question? I wanted to be like, no, but I seen the cartoons, and he's done some team ups. And I feel like there was that one episode, right, where he went to like the Baxter Building and was like, "I'm here. Like, I hope they asked me to be in the Fantastic Four." So I'm gonna say traditionally no, but if you want to get into like a comic book debate, yeah, yeah. Spider-Man, are you in the Fantastic Four? Bitch, I might be. Oh, we're having fun. Okay. You have a good taste in music. I see it on your Insta all the time. Yes, I sing lots of my music tastes are very eclectic. I was actually commenting on it today because like people on my hike were like, "Oh, why don't you put on the tunes?" I was like, "I don't know, man. I'm kind of an acquired taste. I mean, you're gonna go from like Cardi B to like Weezer to like Benny Mardones. You know what I mean? Like I'm all over the place. I just like what sounds good to me. I'm not like, oh, I only listen to rap and R&B. I only listen to country. Um, I will say country is probably like the least represented genre. I mean, I don't have like Mozart and classical music on there, but as far as like mainstream stuff, like country, I guess is the least represented. But I just like what sounds good to me. I don't really have like. I mean, I do tend to favor the like rap and R&B side because it's fun. It's like singing about a life that I have no part in. Uh, it's just fun. It's like role playing. I get to put on like a Halloween costume. But yeah, I just have fun. I don't know. Again, I'm a terrible singer. I don't have any qualms about that, but I'm just trying to have a good time and get through life. Why are they called Silver Editions? Sorry, new to comics. I just know that like the older comics are called Silver Age. It's like the 60s to 70s era. Again, I'm not an expert here. I don't know. Google, why do they call it Silver Age comics? See if we can get to an actual answer. The term Silver Age refers to a general time period in which the comic books were originally available. The Silver Age is commonly considered to have begun in 1956 and to have lasted until about 1975. Most people consider DC Comics Showcase number 4 to be the beginning of the Silver Age. The Silver Age was preceded by the Golden Age and followed by the Bronze and then modern ages. So, I guess I don't know. There's a lot here, but it says like it's significant because it's a period where comics were like struggling, blah blah blah, and waka waka. I mean, you can research it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. $40, awesome deal. Yes, it was. They absolutely was. Haha. Oh, Arthur Fonzarelli. Why don't you go elbow a jukebox, man? Is that leather too tight? Where's Willie? Stop it! You're making me. I have like a complex. Like, you guys keep talking about Willie. Am I not good enough for you? Who the hell is Willie? Where did he come from? How big's your comic stacks, girl? I got a long box for days. Those lips, right? I don't know. Again, it's hard. It's hard to keep up with a live show. Like Mitch was awesome. Sucks he overdosed. He had some demons. Yes, these are all true. Oh, I did that scrolling things again. Let's see. Come on, I went too far that time. So close. That. Oh, I like some of these comments. Hold on. Okay. Mitch was awesome. Okay. I'm not into action figures, but I've been collecting a few of my favorite toys as a kid. I have a few years on you, so I was before action figures. Yeah. So again, like, just figure out what you want to do and do it. Do it real good. Ooh, baby, baby. Baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Ah, push it, push it, push it real. Did anybody else growing up sing like super inappropriate songs as a kid? Let's talk about sex. I was like definitely like 7 years old, like literally on my like coffee table, singing in my living room with my cousin, kissing cousins. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I just realized I forgot to blow my nose. No, I won't leave you guys again. Although I do have paper towels next to my bed for obvious reasons. Getting a little wet. Getting a little wet. That was sexy. Don't know what you're referring to, but I'm sure it was. Twerk for us. I can't. Literally, like all this stuff would come tumbling down. That'd be fun, though, huh? Uh, did you grow out of women? No. Hedberg was the man, one of a kind. God, I agree. I've always been me. I mean, again, if you want to like identify somebody by whatever your criteria is, I get it. Um, let me. Here's time for a magic trick. Oh, oh lordy, oh lordy, lordy, lordy. Well, well, I do declare. Um, sorry, I didn't mean to make your panties drop just then. It's just something I had to do. Boxers are like the devil. Louis C.K., Anthony Jeselnik, Adam Ray, Bill Dawes. Oh yeah, those are all comedians. I don't know the last two guys. Louis C.K. was all right. Anthony Jeselnik, I don't think I've given him a shot. Sean Riaz, buddy, I still have your artwork hanging up on my walls here. He's this guy's a cool artist. You should check him out. Um, why you so cool, Mr. Fabulous? That's just like the riddle of the Sphinx, right? It's did I say that right? Sphinx. I said Sphinx, didn't I? Oh, maybe I'm starting to feel this a little bit. Talking is hard. Everything hurts. Um, why you so cool? Ice cold. What's cooler than being Greco Fabulous? Ice cold. I don't know, man. That's a tough one to answer. Uh, okay, people are arguing. This is great. You know you're doing a great live show when the audience is arguing amongst themselves. Brah, how are you not 400 pounds? I don't know, man. I really don't. I've had to do keto a few times to like keep things in balance. I try to do intermittent fasting, which is just like eating between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. I went on a hike today. I've been exercising, just like ellipticaling every day and some weight stuff every other day. I mean, I don't really have a routine. I'm not like, despite how good I look, I'm not anyone to give any kind of like exercise advice or just like maintaining yourself. But it's been a struggle. I mean, I mean, at this point, it might have evened itself out, but I've been more of a fat kid than not in my lifetime. Uh, like I peaked like in third grade, and then I got overweight and pretty much stayed that way till senior year. Um, then I kind of had a little renaissance, and I was awesome. And then like as the years went on, and I got better jobs that were like less physically demanding, I kind of ballooned back up again. And I discovered keto. So I don't know. Right now, I'm in a stage where like people are happy around me. I'm doing a lot of like social stuff within our bubble. And I don't know if everybody's smiling, you kind of let yourself loose a little bit, live a little, right? And by live a little, I mean my life expectancy because I'm definitely going to die of a heart attack. What's your all-time favorite toy line, Sean? I think that's obvious. I'm surrounded by. I mean, you don't see it in my background actually, but it's got to be Transformers. I mean, that's always been my main love, my main passion. Robots, Japanese robots. They transform into so many different like objects. They combine into like big hulking things. There's just so much to the imagination. Love like robots in disguise. Like, hey, that car down the street could be a robot. Like it was just such a cool concept that I fell in love with early on. I gobbled up all the cartoons and the advertisements. Again, it's kind of unique that I feel that strongly about it because Transformers came out when I was born. So you would think I missed the boat there. I'd be more of a '90s kid, at least like from my like awareness standpoint. But it didn't work out that way. Maybe it was all those Sci-Fi Channel reruns. But I just think the Transformers is awesome. They just are, and like they've been one of those lines that have kind of been like there throughout the dawn of time. Oh, I don't know, just something about it. Victoria's Cantina, Lara Legends, or Bella's Toy Chest. Okay, so I don't know Victoria's Cantina. I do know Laura. She actually submitted a question. I should probably get to that. Um, and Bella's Toy Chest, I'm not subscribed to, but she gets recommended to me a lot. So I don't know what YouTube thinks I want to see, but apparently it's her. Um, I will say overall, like I said, I can't really vote for Victoria. But overall, I choose Laura. I give I give the rose to Laura. I don't watch reality TV, so I don't even know if that's the right reference. Um, I just and again, I'm not gonna fall down a rabbit hole where it's like, girls, could I have all three? Because that's not what it's important to me. I guess I don't know. As far as like, yes, you can be the most physically attractive person in the world, but if like your content sucks, that's only going to get you so far, right? So I want somebody that's passionate. I want somebody that's creative. I want somebody that's funny. I basically want me in a female form. So, which is a tall order, But I will say, out of those three, I've definitely gone further with Laura uh, because I do see that, like, some of that or all of those check boxes in her videos. She talks about interesting topics. You can tell that she actually like cares enough either from like a passion standpoint or a nostalgia standpoint or from like a researching standpoint. Like it might not necessarily be something that she has a connection with, but she puts the effort into looking into it and coming up on the matter, and she presents it in a fun way. So I would choose Laura um, because of that. And again, but I will say I have a very short attention span. I don't watch all of her videos. I don't watch everything from start to finish. Not, and I'm not trying to knock on her. I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, I've heard of her. Whatever. I guess I watch her videos, you know, when I'm bored or something. I'm not trying to come off like that. Um, it's more, it's me. It's not you. It's me. It's not you. So that's that. But I guess apparently I need to look up Victoria's Cantina. Let me put that in the old search history. Hope it doesn't get me into trouble. I'll see what pops up. Innuendo. Um, all right, let's see. Yeah, some people agree with me. Laura. How do you feel about the dumb Batwoman movie coming out? Are they doing that? I've actually never heard anything about it. Dude, I agree. They have big machiny rods. I mean, again, why would there be male and female Transformers? There has to be a reason. Got some fun emojis. Pleasure probe trademark. Awesome. I say fun things sometimes. Show us your bank statements. Okay, I'm not running for like political office. I don't need to like show you my tax returns. Oh, Willie's back, everybody. You can stop listening to me. We need receipts. I suck. I rock. Willie, yeah. I love playing. Uh, whoa. Okay. I was about to read this comment. Too hot for TV. Girls Gone Wild. Okay. I'm feeling something right now. Can't talk about it. I think it's because I'm drinking. Drinking has a by the way, what kind of drunk I am? What kind of drunk am I? I'm happy. I'm a happy drunk. Um, I'm not a handsy drunk, but I will say that those like sensual feelings are definitely like heightened in a way. So I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna grope you because I have respect. I got love for you, baby. Um, but yeah, yeah, the other stuff is definitely on my mind, which is what you wanted to know, right? That's why you tuned in. It sucks that I am alone tonight. It sucks so much. Can be making magic happen. Okay, let me just. What do I want to do with you? Put a user in timeout? No, you can stay. You can stay. I'm having a Budweiser and some chips. I am entertained. All right, retro. There we go. Uh, Macho Man drinking Bud. In high school, I started off with Bud Light because it was like drinking water. Moved on to Corona. Again, I'm not a beer guy. I still drink Coronas. I think once in my life I had like a Sam Amber or something, an Amber Ale. I thought that was I. Uh, moved on more to mixed drinks, but I've always been like a fruity drinker, like you know, vodka cranberries or screwdrivers. Like vodka was a good starting base for me. Um, but then like something happened where like I would drink stuff like Mike's Hard Lemonade and I get like or other sugary kind of drinks and like it would give me like a tummy ache. And yes, I'm a 35-year-old man talking about tummy aches from drinking. Um, what do you mean you don't feel secure under my arm? Uh, so I'm glad that I found this loyal lemonade, and I've I've drank a White Claw from time to time. I am not above that. I like what I like. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I am me, for better, for worse. Take it or leave it. You should probably take it because I'm pretty awesome. Do I have mood swings? I'm a little moody. I'm a little moody. I'm Mickey Mouse. Um, but I think there's more good than bad. I don't know why I'm like trying to get you to be my friend. I don't need you. I don't need any of you. I just need a mirror and some jerkins. Anyways, we're moving on. Willie's making music. Please step away from the mic. Is this too loud? Is that the part of yelling? How's that? I used to buy more comics. I used to flip to buy more comics. Nothing wrong with that. Mercenaut, yeah, there's a name from the past. Yeah, don't ever feel bad about funding your own collection, your hobby by reselling. It's just smart, honestly. I'm not calling people who don't do that dumb, but if you're gonna sit on some kind of like pedestal and like look down on people that do that, like get off your high horse. Is she really a bot? That'd be really sad because I thought it was woo. How incredibly rude. Oh, sorry. I got all hot and bothered, but people in the comments are tearing this woman apart. What the hell are with these comments? Wild West up in here. It sure is. It sure is, Kate. Thanks for hanging out with me. This is great. I got Russia hacking my comments. Retro Rick, buddy. Listen, some people think I am at odds with Retro Rick. Some people think I do not like Retro Rick, that I am jealous, I am in a competition. It's probably because I've said all these things on live shows before. Here's the truth, and you know this because I'm drinking. I love Retro Rick. I do. I met him in person. He is cool. Um, I would like to hang out with him more. I'm impressed with what he's been able to do. Um, I hope I hope it balances. Like he can keep everything in his life in perspective and balanced. Um, because that, in addition, like how I gave people advice about like don't let collecting take over other parts of your life. Same thing with YouTubing. Like don't let this. If you're doing YouTube, don't have it be the focal point of your life. So much so that it like you neglect other parts of your life. If you're a family person, like don't lock yourself in your bedroom while your kids are screaming for like dinner, like some people. Um, People have a lot going on, and I am in awe of Retro Rick. I'm glad we found each other. I'm bummed that we haven't been able to spend more time together. And whatever jokes I make about me and him and how I deserve so much more than him and he's just a knockoff, which are all new things. I've never said that before. Um, I'm glad we met, and I wanna spend more time with him. I think he's a good guy. Favorite YouTuber? Hey, I don't want to say favorite. I'm not afraid to. I just don't know if that's true or not. But $10 game collection, awesome. Because it's exactly what I've been preaching, but failing to showcase on my channel. Like if I did a $10 like toy collecting video from the beginning, if I had the foresight to see that, oh my god, you would see how everything I did like a 360, like there's nothing over there. How everything in my collection like paid for itself, and that's exactly what Rick is doing. Uh, Retro says, "Oh man, I was about to ship you all four turtles, 10 backs, but you'll just toss them up on eBay. Don't toy with me, Retro. You want Pit Fighter? How bad do you want it? Totally not on the same scale, by the way, but I do want 10 backs. I do. I do. I do believe in fairies. I do. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I just have to wait for somebody to die and just take their collection. Cody, do you think Spider-Man would ever kiss a boy? Why are people like obsessed with man-on-man action? Um, well, if that boy was me, then yeah, obvi. I mean, right? Spider-Man's from Peter Parker's from New York. Again, liberal, open-minded. I don't know what his beliefs are. Yeah, I don't know what his biology is. I can't answer that. I feel like Peter Parker is a very grounded, open-minded individual. So, yeah, sure. Peter Parker, or maybe, you know, maybe it's sure, he'll do it. Why not? There's no reason not to if you find somebody that you want to kiss that just happens to be the same sex as you. Right? Right. She needs a shower. She's not the only one. I don't like bad words, profanity, or anything of the sort. I don't know. Did I say something bad? Sometimes I don't filter myself, especially when I'm drinking and doing it. Ask me anything. Stop it, Lisa. Stop it. Stop it. All right. Did I lose my place? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Are you still holding on? Hold on. We're getting there. Oh, Susanna, won't you cry for me? I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Let's take a wow. I really messed up here. Hold on. Come on. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Is there any questions here, or are we all just yelling at each other? That is true. You don't really know who's on the internet. It's a scary, scary place. Oh, that's okay. How do you not know me, Willie? I don't know who you are. Like I don't. I don't. Should I? Uh, is that deep sea diver's helmet still at the flea market? The one that broke a piece off. So Carlos is referencing a Spidey Sense video where there was literally like an old timey like deep deep spelunker, not a spelunker, that's cave diving. Scuba diving, helmet with like the grid on the face, like Scooby Doo horror kind of like monster diving helmet that somebody like was selling at the flea market. I think he wanted like $300 for it or something. It was definitely triple digits. And I caught on camera somebody fiddling with some of the just like apparatuses. And it was funny because the guy was like, I used to make these back in the day. And he literally snapped the handle off. And it's like, I got it on tape. It was so awesome. I love those moments. Yeah, that's like the best part of having a camera on you when you go live hunting. Not so much like the deals you find, but like the whoops moments. Um, so that C helmet is definitely gone. I don't know what that means if somebody broke it. I can't believe the guy just like, I mean, I am glad he owned up to it and said, I'm sorry, I did this, waka waka. I can't believe he didn't offer to like pay something. But then again, I don't know what the going rate is for like that sort of thing. It might have been like one of those things where like, oh, I spray painted and I gold plated it and it's worth nothing. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gone. Ah, damn it! Everybody's telling me she's a bot. If I only had moderators. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I know you're all arguing in the comments, but I'm just like, what the hell is going on? This is a safe space for everybody. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna have to let you go. It's been fun though. There. I put her in timeout. I don't know what that means. Pogo News. I really want to start collecting all the vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures. They are very cool looking. Where should I start? Wow. There's so TMNT is such a big line. So I guess number one, figure out, do you really want to go to the very end? Because that is a daunting task. Especially when you're talking about like scratch is worth like thousands. I say start where figure out what you want for one, and then figure out how you want to do it, right? Like, are you the type of collector that's like, I need to find something right now, and you're just gonna go to eBay and start buying stuff? Or are you more open to finding things in the wild? I am a wild hunter because that's like the fun of it for me, and I'm not paying top dollar. So that would be my approach, but I think you need to figure out what you want and how you're gonna get it. And just keep that in mind. Work within your means. Make sure you're happy and you're actually wanting it. Is it something where you need everything? Is it something you just want to pick a few things from your childhood? That's it. Just have a finish line. Ugh. or else like you're gonna end up with a bunch of turtles, and you're gonna be like, why do I have all this garbage? Like you're just gonna try to sell them, and turtles are tough to resell. Like I mean, certain ones are valuable, but more often than not, you're not gonna like. There's not a huge ton of resale there. So if you buy them at a premium, you're probably gonna lose money. So that's all. I would say go there. Da, 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 da. Blah 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 blah. Da 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 da. I will serenade you with some Legend of Zelda. After the stream, check out the neighborhood. You will find me in the game. Okay. So I need to figure out who Willie is. That's my homework for tonight. Uh, Laura Legends is amazing. I feel like you already said that, Ross. Stop being thirsty. Uh, just kidding. How many times is OnlyFans gonna be mentioned? Greco's catching up. That's right. I'm almost here. Sorry guys, I let you down with saving you from Lisa. Uh, retro, I kind of hear that. Again, I want to watch videos for their content and not just the cheap thrills. Um, but again, that's like, I'm not trying to be sour like, oh, people don't like my videos, but if I was a woman, blah 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 blah. Like, do you, honey? Do whatever works for you. You know, if you have an audience, and like, I don't care if you're a phony toy collector, if you're real, if you're getting a response, why would you stop? So I'm not judgmental in that way. Like the internet's a big place. I would love to carve out a bigger part of it for myself, but I'm not gonna hate on other people that are doing well. Do, 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 do. Puggo, thanks for being there. Appreciate it. People loving Retro Rick. What are these questions? All right, Taylor. What is your top 5 play sets of all time? Oh wow. Um, I mean, I always have to look around the room for like inspiration. I don't know about like order play sets, but uh, Technodrome, I'd consider that a play set. That's pretty sick. Um, just because it's like awesome and it has a bunch of like doohickeys on the inside and the outside. Staying with TMNT, the sewer play set is a real fun one. There's a lot going on there. Firehouse is cool, and I love that it has like the fire pole that they can go down and the big doors. Outside of that, though, there's not much going on. I mean, I know they had the grates for like the ectoplasm to like seep through, but um, there's not that much playability in there. Uh, Pee-wee's Playhouse, I love that because it's like it has all the little like the details they put into like the design of it and the characters. And it's in one of those like it's like cheap, but it works in that it's like laminated cardboard and it comes in like a carrying case. It's like its own carrying case. So Pee Wee's is up there. Um, what else is there for play sets? I'm trying to think. So that's the stuff I collect, right? So I mean, I know like MOTU has like Castle Grayskull, which I'm actually looking at one right now. I found one before. My wife surprisingly wanted to keep it for herself. So my wife's pretty cool. Castle Grayskull is neat. Snake Mountain. I feel like I'm just naming every place that I know without giving it much thought. What else is there? I have the Power Rangers one. I don't think the Power Rangers one is that cool. Uh oh, I don't have it, but I wish I had a Castle of Lions from Voltron. That would be awesome. Um oh, Thundercats. I feel like some of the Thundercats stuff would be awesome too. So as far as what I have, I mentioned like those playsets were all pretty killer. I almost said balls. I don't know, like I know balls is like an exclamation, right? Like, oh, that's pretty balls. Did you just say pretty balls? Um, but anyways, Greco, I'm staying awake for this right now. You should make an OnlyFans. Yes, like I keep unless you're the same person. Um, yep. So people say in the firehouse. All right, here we go. T Dog, do you have a favorite non-mainstream action figure line? Uh, so I guess it depends what you consider non-mainstream, right? So I guess like based on what I have in my collection, does Sailor Moon count? Does Sailor Moon like all these things are popular, but I don't think they had mainstream success. At least like toy wise. So I like Sailor Moon because I liked it growing up. I like the anime. I can find it for pretty cheap. I wouldn't say they're the best toys necessarily, but I like having them, and there's a connection there to my childhood. So Sailor Moon, I'll say Sailor Moon. Um, I mean, I love Pee Wee's Playhouse. Again, I don't know if that's too mainstream, but you can get that stuff cheap. Um, I don't have Space Ghost Coast to Coast is another one. I really like that stuff. Um, I like random robots. I mean, you got the Tiger ones. That Johnny Five is not really like it was not like it's not like a mass produced. That's kind of like a fan project. Love that might be one of the most favorite things in my collection. Um, trying to think other than that, that might be it for now. I don't know. Again, I don't know how kind of like underground that stuff is considered to be, but definitely not the mainstream stuff. But I love having looking for things that other people aren't like hunting for. Boglins, Castle Grayskull for the win. Uh, I hear that. Yeah, flea markets nowadays can definitely be more expensive than eBay or just like right on par with them. It really depends on the seller. And unfortunately, a lot of vendors use their early access to check out other people's tables. So by the time it's open to the public, it's not even worth going. So it just really depends on your area. And but you're never gonna find anything unless you get out there and go look. So that's that. Oh, I feel like I'm too parched to be drunk. People like Sectars, engineering playsets from Star Wars, Boglins. Terradrome is badass. Doesn't it fit to the sewer playset? Yes, it does actually. It'll connect. Um, you can't see it, but there's like a little pipe part back there that'll connect to the pipes in the sewer playset if you so desire. Oh wow, I caught up. I caught up. So now I'm gonna tell you, we're pretty close to catching up. Let's see. Oh, the Jurassic Park playset. That would be a cool one. The compound. I had a chance to get one, but I feel like his price was a little too high. But then again, I don't have any Jurassic Park figures in my collection, so I don't know if it's something I really want. Um, favorite Batman villain? If so, why? Um, Jim Carrey's the Riddler. No, I don't know. I really liked. I really like the Phantasm from Mask of the Phantasm. I just really like that animated movie, and I haven't seen it in a while, so I don't remember everything about it. But I just like that really stuck to me, and the twist there, and it was like a newer villain that was introduced. So it's not like your classic villain, and so this is a terrible example. It's like I like this person, but I don't remember why. Like that's pretty much what I'm telling you. Um, Same thing with like Hush, like that storyline in the comics I really liked. So maybe I'll go more traditional. I'm failing. I am failing. Maybe I'll come back to it, maybe, or maybe I'll just ignore it. The little computer with that classic voice box is the best part. Greco, do you like hentai? No, it's just not really. I don't think I've ever really given it, but to be fair, I haven't given hentai like a shot, necessarily. Tentacles just don't do it for me. It's very, despite all my open-mindedness, it's just not something that I've gravitated to. Um, but for those people that it works for, more power to you. Where did you get your Johnny Five one-man toy show? It was some like sculptor or modeler in like Hong Kong. I don't remember how I heard of it. Probably Facebook groups somehow. Um, and I don't think she makes them anymore because of like manufacturing issues because of COVID. And I know she was trying to like GoFundMe to like support it, and it didn't work. So I guess I'm pretty lucky there. But I remember seeing that somebody else had made one, but I saw it too late, and it's like really expensive now. And then I found hers, and it only cost like $100, like shipped from Hong Kong, put together, painted. Whereas she was like selling modeling kits for like not that much more. Oh, Taylor says he likes Mr. Freeze. I mean, I was actually having trouble like scanning my mind for Batman villains somehow. Because I didn't want to go Joker. I didn't want to like Mr. Freeze kept popping into my head though. I like villains that have like a reason for existing. Um, where it's not always like I'm just a bad guy. So Mr. Freeze is a good one because he again I'm not caught up on my comic lore, but he did that stuff because he ultimately wanted to cure his wife or you know of that disease or buy time or just be reunited with the love of his life. And you can kind of like it humanizes people. So I like villains that are human to an extent. It's not just black and white where I'm good, I'm bad. Like I want there to be a point where it's just like I kind of sympathize with this character. They just happen to have to do bad things for good reasons. If that makes sense. There we go. What's your type of girl? Any of them? I don't know. I'm not super picky. I love everybody. Um, Probably because I don't have a storied past. I don't have that many notches in my belt. Um, which is very surprising and probably why I make up for it nowadays because look at me now. I'm getting paper. Look at me now. So I'm just having fun with it. I love everybody. So you if you're watching this, you probably have a chance with me. All right, so I'm pretty close to being caught up. I'm gonna switch back to some of the pre-submitted questions because I don't want to ignore those people, and then I'll jump through hoops again to get everybody else involved. Let me see here. Um, okay, so this one, which nobody has asked yet, which is kind of I might have started off with it was Pete Gender said, "Easy first question. Where the hell have you been, buddy?" Um, so yeah, I mean, obviously, I haven't made a video in a couple months, and I was like killing it for a while from like a YouTube perspective. I use air quotes way too much. Like, there's no reason why I needed to quote YouTube. Like, YouTube is YouTube. I literally meant YouTube. I was not being like sarcastic in any way. Um, but like, yeah, like I think finally, like all this COVID stuff was starting to hit me as far as like the isolation part of it and just like not having an outlet or a recourse, and I was missing people, and you would think like that would drive me to want to create more and connect with my audience, but it wasn't. It was something where I started losing like passion for the hobby or for anything really. Like I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to watch like TV. I didn't want to like. I was just kind of like stuck in a rut. Um, and it's one of those things where like so the way like my family and I kind of like are trying to get through this all is that we latched on to one other family and kind of created our own bubble for safety where it was like, listen, we'll hang out with just you guys if you promise to like just hang out with us. And this was early on, like people things were on high alert. I mean, they still kind of are. It's not really getting better necessarily. It was, but now it's not. So anyways, we came to that agreement and it worked because like we like the adults in this situation. My wife is like really close um with like the mom. They have their friendship. I like the mom, we can coexist, like we can hang out together. She has kids that like go to school with my kids, so the kids have somebody to reach out to. So that was all working out peachy and keen. Where I started to feel it a little more was when my wife would hang out with the other mom on their own, kind of like, hey, we need to get away from kids. Like, and because of everything that's going on, the only way that would work is if I stayed home with my children. So I started feeling a little like isolated and abandoned. And, it was something where under normal circumstances, it didn't matter. Like my wife and I have been together for so long now, like 17 years from like when we started dating. Um, and, we got to a level of comfort where it's like, before all this happened, like I wouldn't say I was the most attentive husband, and that like we didn't always like spend every night on the couch together watching TV. We didn't have the same shows necessarily. There was plenty of nights where like we'd be on the couch, but she would do her thing, and I would do like I could go hide out in the room and do my YouTube thing, or like price things on eBay or do other stuff. So like we just got to like a level of comfort, and it wasn't a problem for anybody necessarily. Um, or at least not enough for it to be like, a real like point of friction in our relationship. It just, it was what it was. But I think because of everything that's going on and that like we're so limited in our options and that I didn't feel like being a part of some of these other diversions or distractions anymore, I felt it way more when she wasn't there anymore. So that's when I started like questioning like our relationship and are we just like boring and is this like there's no passion anymore and blah blah blah. And sorry, I don't mean to get like too serious, but that stuff kind of weighed on me a little bit, and that was like a big reason why um I kind of was just like I don't feel like doing anything anymore. I don't feel like being fun and happy and yelling at my subscribers and things like that, even though I was still buying stuff to warrant making content. So that was it. And then there's a whole other side of it which I'm not going to get into because it's not for public consumption. um but that's pretty much it. Like I think just like COVID finally started getting to me, but I'm glad now like things are in a much better place. I'm obviously looking to make a rebound. um Relationships are better. There's an understanding. Like I'm starting to do more things on my own and not be as dependent on other people for like my happiness. And it's one of those things where even though we're stuck in a bubble, you you don't have to be latched on to a single person. And I think when I got to that point, that's when things started getting better and some of my interests started coming back. So don't know if you really wanted a serious answer like that necessarily, but it's true, man. I mean, this stuff weighs heavily on people, what's going on. And it even affects me, somebody who can be like so oblivious to things. Like that's one of my defense mechanisms is that like I can be so like aloof and like have things just bounce off of me, and it's really not that big a deal. But finally it got to me, and I mean we've been in this situation since March, so it kind of makes sense, right? Uh, Pugo News talked about the Ghostbusters collection already before. Super Daphne thought that I was holding some information for my OnlyFans only, so he's a little upset and wants me to give him a refund. All right, so we caught up on that YouTube comments side of things. Let me check out. Um, I don't think anybody commented on my Greco Fabulous post on Facebook, so I might circle back to the live comments real quick. Oh, Narc says, "Would you rather have cold beer on a Friday night or Saturday?" We'll be waiting for your response. So, I think the answer is I'd rather have a loyal lemonade on a Sunday night with you guys. Beer's not my thing. Um, and he's making a reference to when I visited him and Ed in Texas last year. God, it's so sad. Like I literally should be reuniting with these guys in a couple weeks, and I'm like heartbroken that it's not happening. Again, and that would have been one of my outlets. Uh, and that like that was like the theme while we were there. Like we kept hearing it on the radio, or it was stuck in our head. It was like our earworm the whole time we were out. And just being in the South and in Texas, it was perfect. Um, and just hearing Ed sing it, Ed being from Belgium, so it's the universal language of country music. All right, so that was it from Facebook. Let me check the live stuff here. I can't believe I still have an audience, man. I've been going on for 2.5 hours. I'm going to die. Um, whew. Uh, I think I had some Instagram stuff too. Let me see. No, let me go back to you guys because I don't want to ignore the live audience. What's your type of girl? I think I already mentioned that. It's not just tentacles. Oh, thanks for clarifying. Yeah, obviously I'm not into the hentai world enough to know exactly. Kate, I don't know what you're doing, if it's me or some of these comments. Some of them are amazing. What is your holy grail and what makes you so fabulous? Oh God. My holy grail. I'm trying to think what means the most to me in my collection. Like, I've been pretty fortunate. I have so many awesome things. Um, that is such a tough question. Like, excuse me. I was so excited when I got like Fortress Maximus from the G1 Transformers line. That was like, I feel like that was being like spoon fed. Like, this is the holy grail for Transformers collectors. So that's one thing. I mean, I have the Piranacon gift set, which is like super rare, and I got it for like an amazing price or free at this point potentially. But again, I don't have a connection to it. I'm keeping it because it's freaking awesome. Um, I mean, I have a carded Lionel. Like all these things are great, but what means the most to me? Like I love the wearable proton pack from Ghostbusters because that's what I remember as a kid, like running around pretending to be a Ghostbuster. I loved the role playing sets from all these cartoons. That definitely means something to me. But then again, then there's other things like this, like Fun to Drive. These little gimmicky things where you turn it on and you have some backlit illusion and a car that you can keep on the track or not. Like it really doesn't matter what you do. It's not really a game, but I definitely had this stuff as a kid and it like means so much to me. Um and the Johnny Five thing just because it's unique and I love that freaking movie. I love that guy. So I don't know if I can pinpoint like a holy grail necessarily, but it would have to be something that connects to my childhood. Um, yeah, that's it. It has to connect to my childhood. And so some of those examples that I gave were definitely there. Um, and that's kind of like why I'm like re-going on this journey because I want to relive it all, especially since I have gaps in my memory. Must have been that marijuana I smoked that one time. They try to warn you. Rachel Lee Cook tried to warn you, but you guys weren't listening. All right, other people are drinking with me. Awesome. NECA or Super7 for TMNT. I mean, I'm not buying enough of either to know. I have some NECA stuff. It looks pretty cool. The Clock King episode was great in the animated series. Yep. Go deep, Greco. Did Epstein kill himself? Oh, I love. Okay, so number one, the answer is no. He did not kill himself. Um, I love those memes where it's like people make Christmas ornaments of like Jeffrey Epstein or like air fresheners, and it's just like Epstein didn't hang himself. Uh, oh, the internet. The internet's a wonderful place. Let's see. Ross says his holy grail is the Halloween Boggo boxes, Boggo bones. Sorry, it's getting harder to read with each sip. Somebody's agreeing with Kate, so I think we made a connection there. Other people think Super 7's better, so I obviously don't know what I'm talking about. Are you on Instagram? Am I on Instagram? Yeah, Greco Fabulous, dude. I got all my branding all over the place. I even have T-shirts on Teespring, but ain't nobody buying them. Oh wait, who's on Instagram? All right, maybe you're not talking to me, Russ. I don't know. Du-du-du-du-du. Yeah, one man toy show. I can relate. It's hard to be motivated to produce YouTube during these uncertain times. Yeah, I mean, it'd be one thing if I wasn't like still finding things, and I still have like a backlog because I've never been that like YouTube machine to keep like pumping out content. So I can definitely make things, and like there's other again, if people want to see my collection, I have different approaches I can take. Um, but I've always been like it has to work for me, and if I'm not in that mindset, it's just I hate what I come up with. So for me, it's not the best set of circumstances. Excuse me. Uh, All right, that just jumped a little bit, but let's see here. Okay, no, not jumped too far. I'm pretty caught up. Not easy for sure. Glad things are improving. Yeah, I mean, I if you cut me, do I not bleed? I don't know if people are expecting me to get all serious there for a moment, but that's how it is, man. Greco, are you in Texas? No, I am not. I am in Massachusetts. Um, but I know a lot of cool people in Texas now because of the internet, and I'm sad I'm not going to see them in a couple weeks. But hopefully next year everything is all better because I need my friends. I need my friends. All right, now somebody's Gruff Brute's trying to get me into trouble. Greco, who is your favorite YouTuber between Ed and Narc? Keep in mind when answering that Narc has Badger Fist to punch you with. Okay, story here. So Narc, Craig, is who invited us to Texas for Retropalooza. He housed us, he fed us, just showed us a great time. That's some of that Southern hospitality. And he brought me and Ed together because that was like our communal point, our meeting place there. And then Ed's just, a great guy. Started off as a huge fan of mine, and then just like again surpassed me in popularity. But just a really cool. Like I'm really amazed at how many hats he wears. As far as like he's like the most interesting man in the world. As far as like what he does, like musician, YouTuber, family man, real job guy, and he like does it all with like 100% effort. So I don't get how he can do it. Um, who's my favorite? My God, I can't like I don't want to cause any rifts. So Craig is just super nice and awesome, and his family's awesome, and I love that we're friends and that he enabled so much for me, gave me a place to stay for free. So I love that he's saving me money. So I owe a lot to Craig. Um, I guess if you want to get a little racy, I will say that I do like Ed's videos better than Craig. But that's just my personal taste. Ed has been doing a lot of the produced toy history videos, Before that, he was doing a lot of like the vintage toy hunting videos and video game stuff, which is more my style. Um, Craig, um, mixes in some of the newer, like modern hunting videos, which I'm just not that into because I'm just not like into that world necessarily. Um, because it was kind of like when people would buy new comic books, it's like how much variety is there? Like, here's my pull list this week, which is like the same as everybody else's pull list. I mean, I guess it's exciting when like you find things before somebody. So like if I was really into the new stuff and Craig was finding them or did it in a way that was unique to other people, I would like them more. Um, so in that respect, I guess I would give Ed the edge. So if you held a gun to my head and said, "Who's your favorite child?" Content creation wise, I'd give the edge to Ed. Um, but human being wise, I love them both. I'm glad they're both in my life. I miss them terribly. I can't wait to see them again and just three-way kiss them. So hard. Anyways, what are we talking about? Next year is going to be better. I hope so, Justin. I really hope so. I had a fun Ninja Taylor. It's so cool, right? I have two of them. And I got really cool deals on them, and I need to make a video because they're great. But same thing, man. Yeah, my memory is terrible. Good night, Carlos. Good luck at the laundromat. Hope it doesn't eat your quarters. Kate, Kate, you're so like I'm such a fan of you. Thank you so much. You're fun to talk to on Instagram and other things. Not really other things. We don't. I mean, I guess this, right? Um, thanks for hanging in there for 2.5 hours. All right. I'm gonna switch back to some of the pre-submitted questions. We're moving on to Instagram now. So let me go back to my original post because that's when people threw some stuff in there. Oh God, I just saw one of them. There's no way I can answer this. Tarf, do you think Pogs will sometime take over the world? Haven't they already? I think if we keep promoting them on Live from the Attic show with me and Ed and Narc, as long as I didn't just break up the band with my commentary, I think there's a good chance. I think Pogs will definitely make a resurgence, and that's the power we yield as YouTubers. Like we are definitely influencers. All you guys watching now are just gobbling this up. Goodwill Hunter wants to know, what do your daughters think about your collection? Well, they constantly refer to my Transformers as stupid. Their friends say all I do is look at toys, which isn't wrong. I mean, if they look at my phone, it always pops up, but that's just because my phone is listening to me and being all weird. Thanks, Zuckerberg. Um, but I think they're all just giving me a hard time. I don't think they actually like care one way or another. If anything, they think like me being like a YouTuber is cool and that I'll be famous in some way because they're like all wrapped up in the TikTok world and all that sort of thing. So, and they wanted to like slip into this live stream. So I think they like that part of it. I don't think the collecting I don't think they really care about it. It doesn't really bother them any. And they buy plenty of toys and blah 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 and all that garbage. So if they have a problem with it, they can see the door. Ed Retro Geek Out. Any Team Ones you would like to see reissued by Hasbro? Man, I feel like at this point, so reissue, do you mean like exact copy or like a modern reproduction of it? So, I guess let me figure out my own question. Who needs kind of like a revamping? I guess from like a selfish perspective, I would like any of the box sets that came with foam, like styrofoam. I would like a reissue of that just so I could use the styrofoam tray for some of my empty boxes to hold some of these guys in place. Like until I get like a legit one. Um, I don't know, Ed. I think they've covered like all the bases that I care about. They got all like the big like Autobot and Decepticon bases. Like the cooler figures. They got Omega Supreme. Oh, God, that's another one I missed out on. I would love an Omega Supreme. Um, and like I don't need like a strict G1 reissue. Again, other than just that nostalgia of seeing it on the shelf, which isn't a guarantee anyways. I don't know. I think they're doing okay with G1, honestly. I think some of the other toy lines, I think they don't want to see them back on the shelves. Like I would love to see a Firehouse or Proton Pack like in the box on the shelf at like Walmart or um just any of that stuff would be super cool. I would love that. Nintiques, Greco, glad to hear you are making new content. My question is, if you could go into retro toy hunting in any country, where would you like to go? I don't. So, I mean, I would like to go to Belgium because Ed is there, and I don't mean to make this an Ed love fest. It just happened to be back to back. Um, so I mean, worldwide, I guess like I don't really know places that are known for like toys outside of the U.S. So I guess it would be just people I want to meet. I'd love to hang out with Ed. I'd love to hang out, in his native country. Um, I mean, who else is there? My buddy Johnny DeCosta DC Comics. I'd love to hang out in Canada with him. Um, I mean, Laura Legends. That would be fun, like to like see her part of the world, which is also Canada. Um, so I'd be more attracted to the people and the personalities that are in other parts of the country than necessarily like toy honey holes. So, but I mean, like in America, there's plenty of places like, Ohio is supposed to be like or in Chicago, like those places are supposed to be like crazy spots for vintage toys. So I guess if I want to stay domestic, that would be pretty cool too. Oh, crushed another one. Guys, I am dying. Um, I can't stay hydrated enough. I've been talking for like 3 hours. I don't even know how anybody's watching this at any point anymore. Ugh. Angry Bat. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck toys? What? That's a twist. Um, I don't know. I think it's too far gone for me to like. I blow my nose because I'm congested, but there's nothing coming out. I just have like post nasal drip or deviated septum. I need a nose job. If I start a GoFundMe, will you pay for me to get a nose job? That's pretty much what we're getting at. Although it's just like, like painting over the Mona Lisa at this point. Yeah, I compared myself to a national treasure. So, anyways, God, I can't even come up with a funny joke with that. Pinocchio. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Sprooch, how much do you charge an hour? Not enough because I am worth every second of it. Every second. And it means it depends on what services I'm providing. Is it just an appearance fee, or are we talking about like the champagne room? Yeah. Nostalgic. Any new plans for your channel? I mean, they're not new plans. It's just like making more videos, going back to my bread and butter of having fun and releasing videos and not getting worried about like the algorithm and being popular. Um, I just want to have a good time and document all this cool stuff I'm finding because that's the thing. I just keep falling like it's hard to balance like being timely and pumping out videos with being creative and fun and something I can be proud of because I just can't keep up with the two and I can't wait. I just can't keep things in the backlog till I get to it with a video because I'm gonna run out of room. I need to recoup some of this investment that I've made in them. So it's really hard to find that balance. And that's where I struggle the most because I want to be fun and unique in a Greco fabulous way, but I need to just make these damn videos at the same time. So that's not new. It's something that I struggled with since the beginning. Uh, Retro Rick, yeah, right along those lines. Why get motivated? It sucks your life away. I mean, that's what I was alluding to before. Um, and I don't know if you heard that, but I just farted on camera. Okay, I'm getting a little too loose. So yeah, Retro knows what I'm talking about, man. There's just a lot to balance, and he puts like a lot of effort into his videos. But he also has a structure, so like he does things the same way each time. So I don't. I'm a little more like, what's popping in my head today, and let's make a skit about it. Rise toy and stuff, and I should have prepared for this question. It says, I love the comedy cold opens. What's your favorite open to any of your own vids? Oh, I should have researched this because I don't remember hardly any of them. Um, God, this is so bad because this could be such an awesome answer, but I'm just like failing you. Yeah, because before, like in more recent memory, I've been like on the last episode of Greco Fabulous. But I used to just make cold opens, which like had nothing to do with anything. Um, what was my most fun one? I don't know. Maybe something with my kids and me abusing them. That's always a good time. Tell me, Rye. I need to give that question more. Like it deserves a better answer than that. All right, here we go. From Law of Legends, it actually happened. If you had an OnlyFans, which I do. I mean, I don't, but I should. I guess I don't know. Seems like there's some potential there. How much would you charge for a special video request? So I love that you asked that question because my mind is just like all over the place. Like the problem with me is that I have an overactive imagination and I take any type of interaction by anybody as like, what does it mean? And I overanalyze things way, 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 way too much. Um, so I love that you asked that. I love that you asked about OnlyFans and a special video request. So I think there to give you a serious answer, I think it depends on what you want to see, right? There has to be a scale here. I can't just be like, all video requests are like $50. Um, yeah, it definitely depends. And I'm pretty open, and I'm probably gonna do it. If I have any OnlyFans, which I don't, and I don't know enough about OnlyFans to understand like what it takes. Um, but I like fun. I'm such a dork. I like fun. Um, you'll probably never see this response because realistically, who's watching this after 3 hours? I might go back and like timestamp some of these for people so they can go back. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't know. I feel like at least the starting point has to be at least $50, so I get some like self worth out of this. I can't just be giving this stuff away, and it goes up from there. Um, but again, it depends. I mean, if you want like a shout out, that's at least 100. No, it depends, but I'm pretty open, even before the loyal lemonades. So I don't know. Is there something you want to see? We can work something out. Um, oh God. I can't answer this, but an old buddy of mine wants to know, would you please comment on the ever-growing tensions and conflict in Israel and Palestine? Is it a generational fight, or does the youth nowadays not care? I could get no. I was gonna say I could get into so much trouble on this, but I really can't because I can't comment on it in any way, shape, or form. Not even after multiple loyal lemonades. I don't know anything. I like to smile. I love everybody. Everybody gets along. There is no conflict. We are all fans of Greco Fabulous, and that's why we're all here today. So, but I will say though, like I haven't heard anything recently, but I don't. I only hear what the media wants me to hear, and I'm not putting my tinfoil hat on. I'm not saying like the media is lying to me, but the world is, very. It's very headliney. It's very fear driven by fear and ratings. Like it's hard to know what's true anymore, right? And I'm not in that world to know what's really going on. So, all right, well that catches me up with Ask Me Anything. Uh it doesn't actually, but I'm gonna move on back to the live people because I feel like I've ignored you guys enough. What do we got? Hello, chicken fried steak, elbow bump. Hello, Ted, Dark Claw. Apparently, I gave a great answer because Gruff Brute is happy with that. I don't remember what the question was. Pogtober, it's coming, baby. Pogtober. Night Taylor, thanks for hanging out. Um, One Million Toy Show. Oh yeah, and I did meet you as well, so I didn't mean to exclude you from my Texas adventures. Uh, Justin, Laura Legends asked you about OnlyFans. LOL, that's great. Can you imagine how many times she's been asked about OnlyFans? Yes, I'm pretty sure she's probably been asked about OnlyFans more than I have. Um, I don't understand why, but I guess that's just how the world spins. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it's fun. I'm glad. I'm glad she has something because it's cool when you catch the eye of more popular people, YouTubers, and it doesn't like justify my existence because I'm comfortable in my own skin. But it's just fun when you have more people and who just want to have a good time and have fun with this thing and don't take it too seriously. It's not a job. Um, I like it. I like that happened. All right. So caught up with the live stuff, and I think the very last question, which I can't really answer, why does a duck quack? Um, and the answer to that is, why don't you mind your effing business? I don't know. I've totally made a conscious effort to censor myself on this. I don't know how well I've done. I mean, we're talking about like a lot of stuff. Um, but that catches me up. My throat hurts a lot. Um, so Shellback Toys, I don't have any road trips planned just because of everything that's going on. And if we did, it'd be like bordering states. It'd be like, Rhode Island or New Hampshire, like that sort of thing. If there was like a toy hall to be worth hitting up. Um, but hopefully next year I'll be right back on track. Retropalooza in October, Motor City Comic Con, hopefully, or something of similar to that. But we'll see, man. At this point I don't think we're any closer to anything. Really, we don't know. But anyways, I've been at this for like 3 hours. I can't imagine how many of you just like stuck with me. But just know I'm feeling better. I'm sorry that I left you without me because it's gotta hurt. Like to give something so amazing to somebody and they just take it away without any kind of explanation is just it's torture. And it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step two, step two, step two, step two. Singing Aaliyah. Um, I'm gonna try to do better. I want to make videos. I have things to make videos on. I'll try to recapture some of the essence of Greco Fabulous. And that's all I got. So hopefully at some point you were able to tune in. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed some part of it. And before I ramble on too long, which I've already done because Holy crap. It's 12:30. I need to go to bed. I'm gonna turn into a pumpkin. So good night, everybody. I love you so much. That is definitely the loyal lemonade talking. I want to open mouth kiss you all and probably give you some kind of disease. The disease of awesomeness. Bye. Was it good for you? Toodles.